Si Benfica. I want someone Sanso and a Karat Amati. I want a Real Madrid game, no. And also able to me at to the Atletico Madrid. In fact, our game I'm the high sprint. And not everyone because of now I don't say Real Madrid. You know, I'm in front for the game, no. Minimum some motivation. I was so and also no. You can want some Inter and so a game and you can want some Pafos. And then Honso and some Galatasaray, Liverpool, Atalanta, and the other games in the Nano. At you for your Kwaba. Na yenya butira epizuni na kakran etimi edi amamo awo eye dwumadie no enso eso na afi yabefie abedifie enkomo no said ye nanim no the Black Stars of Ghana awo 2 set of games as yabo na yedi wie the World Cup qualifiers no na afi ahwe se Ghana nyame yadoma 2026 World Cup no yebetimi akobi anase yentimi enkobi ye first game yebekọ away Yabako Kobo Central African Republic. And no on the 8th of October next month ya Edna Yababo a game no. And I say on the 12th of October and the Ghana Yababo home. Yababo at the Etiomaya from say Comoros. Now 2 set of games here and the sports ministry and I say sports and recreation ministry no. I'm also approve a budget at GF no at the Aquacomo. Na minister in fact was na no adaba ko no ye no as the time no no akra no nani anshe da anje ho into this time no ayade a budget one sense no ma ye bibia antem se na bia Andrew da ye de bobo game na se ho nsem na no enso afi ho na minister say sika san na ye de bo 2 matches no ni nyina na ho nsem ha ye kwaba na abedi san community na enso awo eye dwumade ne so commercial sante korogo akoshe Kwa United of Nigeria ekabako a omo anti America say nyame eyadoma akotoko so come anim in the CAF Confederations Cup yekwaba na the aftermath o medru ye ho nsensem dina no san community na ye di ewo eye show no so this and many more in Shaman 4.5 Tuesday edition of Nhyira Digital Passports etin for yatena se dini na no at the Abram Nemum Jise Gabi the foreigner odi kan de akwa amene na amene nsem ni nyina no odi edansa ne yakwan abana Bismarck owusu bempa ayala na fifi Manfred abeka me ho na yewura nsem mu atimi edi amamu. The show is airborne. Good morning yenkwa na afi yemfa nsem ni nyina no emfa emamo amuzu
he pulley up and appear to driver or say or bossy.
Okay.
Na obeyadi kumasi na ohumi wo say me rem. No see dey bia ma me din fufu. Tin ko beso be bisa outside dey bia ma me din fufu. But na me guys that time what na say that what me ma bisa.
Mo team no. Mo to wen guess nko anam revisit say e kire onye.
Yes, that dey akie be ma udi e man ka dey ka udi besa o.
Mini problem.
Oh, about the way penny guess out here jo yen yen sa.
Abidjan blue for no.
Oh, penny guess out here jo. Yen yen sa.
Yeah, go fi mam gasem jo. To ahwe ase dada wu.
Aye.
Ojanfu.
That's it.
The Israel the second.
Moves was again.
Nka se Premier League ye paje. Ye league na ye bon ye dia ne se ye benya Liverpool ni Chelsea ashom ye wi. Ene ye noise na ebesi Liverpool ai Man City fu yi.
Eno ano.
Anya show mu wi a ba bi ebidi bi emfa ho.
Ene bra no mu bu.
Na mo so mo ba di Premier League.
Nka jo se beji.
Ena ai nkran yi. Nkran timi. Brighton.
Amaire.
Tifie ma Brighton be show 3. Oh, Kofi mu gu Premier League na ni ma se. O ampo. Ana mo serious note.
Na
mu gu Premier League na ni ma se.
Yeah, I tell you what me to do any.
E me ya some dey bo Champions League.
They tell you what me to do any ba is you.
So say.
What you do am catch you.
Me tutu ma ni enwe.
Enye one out na ha abra na Chelsea ni Brighton kobo tutu a. O se Brighton ni team, Brighton ni coach. O mi coach Kit Andrews no. O no coach. Ni Chelsea nya 1 point from Brighton game. Na one say ye did Saturday you cross at her. You catch us so much more. Also, you remember Tiashon Kofi. You will be first out at Tiashon. But in all of this, you don't see it.
And you're quite who's a game. You said the easy a general. And yes, I'm a coy.
Yes,
and Tina make us say, yeah, no, to you. Unless they be out in Manchester. No. See, Manchester, news media. Nkɔfo bi na so ma kwaji FIFA club oka
ene obese okache
say it we see now we nim bobo
obese okache say Manchester United and let's olusu match in news
debi
the same Manchester United debi edu onko England in terms of the most successful clubs we Liverpool we are
atwam
and atwam
record I have to order that
so only me that say so waka shadia we are okay
but before you proceed, no.
Yeah.
This weekend, club will be disappointed.
Oh, me answer at the end.
Okay, no problem.
Me answer at the end. Club will disappoint me, pa. And unity a club will disappoint me. But there are things you have to speak about. Very interesting things. You say before say me now Chelsea for the statements be aba unofficial, but they through their media people. I will engage you. Say BBC statistics is it the beginning of an end, Anna?
Okay.
And we'll talk about that, and of course, other things. Which, yes, starting for the Italian Serie A. What happened? Yes, starting season, it was Antonio Conte, obviously defending champions. It will be a near channel. But we knew that Max Allegri Ababefa AC Jumano, and they were beginning to start a rebuild of the sort of AC Milan. A team where Omar Toto, different profile of players. Christopher Nkunku for Chelsea them. They've added a branch from Luka Modric to the pack. They've added a lot of players who are in the team who could go on and play well. And it's a new project under Brantia Papa friend Max Allegri, which only saw the first game. And it prompted all of us to question if Max Allegri could do the job at AC Milan. Which since then, every game there AC Milan Abobia were winning, including Enanajo. In a crunch game that they had to play against Napoli, I was a sanction again. I don't know what happened. Time again they started, you know. I think it's only BBS. I think I was on a family call. It's me really call now. Me go check TV. Now AC for Napoli 2-0 in the first opening. First goal in the 3rd minute. Second goal by bench friend Christian Pulisic in the 31st minute. 2-0. Okay, 2-0 now. Antonio Conte with team, they've proven that they are good and they'll be able to transform things. It's enough to Maseka. Maybe they'll be able to transform how they play their game and how things are going to go. I say fine. Rich. Second half, then they started pushing, trying to get an equalizer. They did. And then Abente friend Kevin De Bruyne, and he had a 60th minute penalty. And man, he had 2-1. But before that, there was a foul on Abentia, your friend Pelvis Estupinan, MID red card. Which Napoli for a premier in the second half for the David Neres, Babi Shemo to try and get the goals. Kevin De Bruyne uniform in the 72nd minute. You say, you're poor match. You Kevin De Bruyne if you know both. Yeah. And it's a job for Antonio Conte say, now you Kevin De Bruyne if you know both for us or react to. So, I hope it is to the scoreline and not to me. Yeah. I say, he knows who he's dealing with. Me and Antonio Conte, you're being for me. See, now you're free. You don't do it. So he told him point blank. Say, he hopes a scoreline.
So how do you say player be ya? Yeah. Is it a matter of good coach and then say, officer, look, result no, Ebia Yenyan say like Conte can. Yeah. If you say, make me a young baby, then this coach me film.
Which I think that's a how over here. Me pay bia. And you know ya do bia me pay me do. Yeah. And maybe do not say Kofi. Masa, me Charles. Ebia enye me de. Sure. But I can't be disrespectful to you. Sure. Sana play at here or per ball or born energy. But say yes, Ebia you don't be happy waiting your butu where you so you and check. But when you coach anymore. And yeah, send you after now, coach the Chia Crown. Now, we
your last game, a boy Jordan Yebi. Yeah, I'm a Kurusi, and people were like, and your coach Lina, Ebia Umbuno. But Jordan Peso Yebi Magana. At the end, he has a coach in a free.
So that a natural reaction. The issue is reaction. Said the Jordan here to Otuado. Na idea of it like I say, then there's a problem. If not, then I think I know the new reactions there. You're always expected to.
But clearly, I branded if you know. No, he was not happy with the change.
Yes, he was not happy. No, change in the end, you know, be happy. But what we call coach and go, I hope he wasn't too.
And I catch a coach and change it in an
All the coach, and what's the empower really about power?
But Italians, yeah,
very, very exciting. Yeah, and then now we had Luka Modric and our branch friend Kevin De Bruyne, two maestros and legends of the game, and then Adrian Fifia, like you said. Rich, this is the Italian Serie A table. Very, very close. Very, very tight. Milan, 12 points. Because we said Napoli, or the show, we better goal difference. Napoli, 12 points. Team my friend AS Roma, 12 points also as well. And it is Gian Piero Gasperini from Atalanta. And I call Roma, Juma Sano. And then, of course, Juventus, 11 points over the weekend. Almost only Atalanta boy. Inter, 9 points also over there. Christian Kivitino, not too impressive, but they are still trying to push and then get things that most goal involvement in Europe's top 5 leagues in all competitions. Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Kan Uzan, and a bunch of friend Christian Pulisic. Very, very good form power. And American are finding El Horm. So that is it in the Italian Serie A. Which Saturday we previewed the Madrid game. Now it was a question of, can Madrid really put up a statement performance and say, oh, now we see now we see, oh, the other teams no matter, but when it comes to Madrid derby, then maybe everybody will accept that it is a very, very good Madrid team, and then maybe we are going in the right direction. It was a big question for Football Club Real Madrid. Rich, the table has changed. And it has changed because something happened on the Wanda on Saturday.
5-2.
So, some say, results been a shock here. I think you are seeing where I'm going to. Because in the Madrid derby, I was expecting the game probably to be closer than it was.
We are 3-2.
2-1. Yeah. 1-0. But to have 7 goals in the Madrid derby, very, very open. Now you too. Maha menya some thoughts about Abantia Yefero, Diego Simeone, Atletico de Madrid for a while now. I think so Osasani Insano. He is known for a very defensive coach, but in the last few seasons, Osasani can to try and play more attacking. Now, if you play as a quarter in this summer, Alex buying a money idea, it's all towards the attacking part of the game. And this game against Madrid showed exactly where they want to change their things. Which it was a game where in the first half the goal came very, very early from team of Atletico de Madrid. It was Ruben Lenormand, Emmanuel Benzel in the 14th minute. Then it was about how is the game going to progress, the prognosis of the game, how is it going to be like. Which Anche, then Kylian Mbappe, Arda Güler's goal was brilliant. Quality goal for Abrante and Arda Güler, making it 2-1 in the first half. Half time maybe. Me say Madrid will go into the half with a lead until Abrante friend Alexander Solo take Kanumani 2-2 at that point in time. But before that, there was a goal that was overruled by offside. Then Alexander Solo Emmanuel 2-2 or Honor. So when we went to the start time, half time, 2-2. Which Yababaka, it looked as if one man took the game by the scruff of its neck and changed the match. And we spoke about him in the preview. I might say for Julian Alvarez. You didn't come on. Say what Julian Alvarez brings the Atletico Madrid team. LSR ability to be almost everywhere. The technical ability, receiving the ball in tight spaces, and also above the blue box, her finishing almost near to some of the top finishers in the modern game. He was the game changer. I don't know. Did you have a problem with Xabi Alonso starting Bellingham because you wanted him to start?
Yeah.
In the game, did you have a problem?
No. This is a derby game.
What do you think, sir?
Saturday
would have been important.
Saturday in the derby game, so we say coach Zoma catch up. And tactics because derby game, no. Player bia or bebo bia they share the team say we a game and some boji me dim. Me pet the bragging right.
Yeah.
And they do a play and say we was sakra na. Also we bibi.
Yeah.
And minim say minni Xabi Alonso team.
Yeah.
But minim say ade ba ko be me na choose Abrante here very, very simple. This a derby or bar La Liga and Wabo. Master Antonio more that. And a derby, you know, so the one cast out kind of aggressive nature.
Yeah.
Giddy and one day and it's animal. Master Antonio, yes, he's doing very well, but he's young.
Yeah.
What I say? But also there were bought derby now, Bobby and Tony, they are derby. It's not mean say. They are definitely over choosing ahead of Master Antonio. It's me, I am.
But the question of Jude fitness, Rebecca's will be a shoulder injury. But then still, what's not Chenkakra? Master Antonio has sharpness.
Oh, share game.
Yeah.
Only say a brand starting a bar, I share.
Not just that. Now, maybe I think cause that. Who's a Yeko first half? No, me tutu. There was a tackle on Eda Militao.
Yeah.
On the call half time. Yeah, about half time, Eda Militao and retain it. He made a change. So he became the Knights and Raul Asensio at the back line of Real Madrid. Now, already, what Atletico Madrid were doing is that they were pressing in a 3-2 shape, very aggressive with Julian Alvarez, like on your tactical board. So Julian Alvarez ever pressing a bench of Militao, then the Knights, you know, Musiaka so in born and born. And even the rights of Alvaro Carreras get closed down by Simeone. So it was very, very aggressive. I told you that there are two things that happen in the game. People who understand that Diego Simeone is a Insanova, or attacking Kakra. Plus two, it's a game where I don't know if Madrid lost it because of personnel or was just because of regular issues that came in the game. Rich, immediately Eda Militao went down at this point in time. I knew that Madrid were going to be in trouble. He did not return, like I said, in the second half. And in the second half, you could tell that that's leadership at the back. The coordination between Ono and the Knights, you know, it wasn't too much there. And it did affect Madrid form power going forward in the subsequent parts of this of the games now. Which the ball game, you know. Not second half, like I told you, Julian Alvarez a C-form. A C-form, I'm game now by any day.
Around Jedabia, Mihunibia, and Makai Diogo Jota.
Diogo Jota.
Very diminutive.
Yeah.
On a zooming. And now, or strikers now. Say, chance never turn a near fiver. You are sure they
a clinical finisher.
Clinical.
Yeah. Very
good.
Shankasa. Yeah.
Good, Michelle. Me coffee, a result down. Ebi a score line na a shock him kakra. But I let you come out with the Serie A mention and you want to so I can't Saturday no. Me am say one now saying.
Yeah.
And we back when you raise say. Where the bed the real test Ebi Amasabi Alonso.
I think we say indeed.
Yes, I think we say in the kind. And the real test and I'm saying and is sure wonder no.
Yeah.
Real test. I think now both teams now when you ding in the La Liga.
But that we said the season just started with BNC.
Well,
and I think that in a response they very important. This week, Madrid phone echo as far as Kazakhstan, echo Kiryat Almaty, our Champions League. Maybe the fathers they've traveled there. Like I said, I thought Master Antonio should have been in there. Which on Sunday, Barca had to do something they had not done before. We said several times that Barca are good at so that form. Now they do it. So even in the game against the Sociedad, the Barca that form better share, you know, it wasn't something that we've not seen before. But what Barca had not done before this summer is that Madrid for an equity lead, you know, and now we chase. You seem to be good chasers, but this time take advantage of the chase that now we chase, you know, go on top and make Madrid chasers. Because the starting season, you know, Barca and chasing Madrid, and they say I'm excited outside of home. Now put Madrid in the situation that you were in, and let's see they can also chase. And Hansi Flick said it clearly in the game, said they had an opportunity to let Madrid feel how it is to chase. Until also say 2 points gap now the man and they be corner be saying ni at struggle ni abeti amana 2-1 your corner be saying ni at struggle ni abeti asomu. Let's see if you can also do same. And that is where Madrid are. It took two things on the night. Which I told you something, Say why I am very, very much interested in Hansi Flick any team, Barcelona, is because of what I call the collective nature of the approach. Collective in the sense that in this game, he didn't start Anyobu. He didn't start for Okubasi. It was Ronald Arao, and Andres Christensen, and Gerardo Martin, and Jules Koundé. Then in the middle, obviously, Pedri, Frankie, and added a bunch of friends, Drew. And Drew Fernandez was a player who was supposed to be the number 10 for them. Another nimble-footed player, from the La Masia. Very, very good. Tight space control, whatever it is. Very, very technical. He could play in the game. Then up top, went into a system of a team where Robert Abentefe and Lamine Yamal are retaining, but he wasn't going to start. Then went to Lewandowski, went with Marcus Rashford up top and said, okay, you go and break down Sociedad. And if you don't know Sociedad, you think that 18 will be different. Sociedad, yes, they were not the best team on the night, but also we don't know their confidence, they possess the ball. Also a very technical team. And China Barca went down by a goal to 0 in the first half. And I asked myself, hey, can they do it against Real Sociedad? And for me, it was a different question because so you go down by a team, they defend you get loads of the ball, and then you try to get yourself into the game. But if you go down by a team that also plays the game to say, wow, then it becomes a little bit difficult. It didn't keep long. You found half time. Then use Koundé. Atika, and I 1-1. Then we go into half time. When we came back, I mean, Yama abductor injury for a long time. About the 58 minutes. Then Lamine Yamal assisted Abentefe friend Robert Lewandowski. He was involved in that second goal for Team of Friend Football Club Barcelona. And on the night of the Copa Trophy, we bet Barca for Semeko Ballon d'Or. Menya Ballon d'Or Nagasa. But I brought you the best young player of the year, second time in a row. And I am in for the best one. I mean, Adam, next year, the years to come. No? I want to make sure say we'll get in that. It's rich. And now, Barca put Madrid in a position where they have to chase. Whether or not Madrid will be able to chase a 1 point spend down them, it's going to be a very long season and an interesting one. Rich, this is the top half of the English Premier League table. Teams in top half in there. About 6 games. Only a case for one more.
Is it confused with gradually? May I fall in love? Adiama Mikel Arteta.
Oh, and you watch it.
And then who said Charlie?
The team they built, it doesn't have.
No bet me, and you saw the Makato says, "Oh, multi TV decoder, Winyan scanning and not why and tempana fee. What's scanning with Yana was wet to me, and you saw the Biahenam and wet to me a boy a pound of pay. Yet, I said, the man may come with a church in a park with them. One sir, Makato said, Nipa also dear, as we did come. Now, Ubenya Jania, the party, and no Esman Kitchen restaurant, and now Ubenya Janaba Penning and Sweating. Now, Esman Kitchen there, wouldn't say every Monday. One more air point and kill, and I cut face no and opebia se na face wa kwa kwajo de wokoya na omo ama side this de aka no and the taste na de eba ada se omo ebema aye banku na se bia jollof rice fried yam na se bia omo ma fried yam na chese we no eno so atimi aye kama e de ama onchicha wodo nyina so na Ismail Kitchen say both continental any local dishes ni nyina omo ye wo makate enti outdoor bi na event bi na birthday bi na woto apunto bi na wunyo obi obetime ye de na wade asevo ahoho a eno ye Ismail Kitchen restaurant and ebebo ye pa no eti eba no natural fruit juice na wo mo ma all taste ni nyina bi and the flavors how do nyina wo nsa enso kada se mango na se ginger ne pineapple wo mema mix fruit juice no and tangerine orange and so hot as ni nyina mo di ema na wonim say every Wednesday eno banku every Wednesday bi na pizza eno pizza Wednesday and Wednesday bi as woto pizza Ismail Kitchen yes to another pizza na enjoyment so kama and the ama face every Thursday no and ye banku de tilapia any banku with tilapia Thursday bi abatono yes to another banku with tilapia na enjoyment na kama the amanti wotimenka na so be face Ismail Kitchen restaurant our 0265 707070 na say 0248 865 046 na one Ismail Kitchen restaurant is where to me edin komaye pa makato say nipa de wodi kama wunya drinks aka ho drinks ebe no and ye piva beverages so drinks a wo me dia ba wo me piva aye cola flavor mo orange flavor wo mo tangerine na fe wo mo grapes no ho no mo cocktail and so e ho nti wudi djuma bia na obehia soft drinks a aye piva beverages so drinks bi ana me kanfo e dia ma djama so wo benya bia to no me sa betimi afrom e wo so 0550322231 na fe so ni piva beverages and so edin koma ye pa aside that me say sika de enwunya ye penta ya na test wo piska echa kwa ene ye ABC games ana me kan for dia ma yanka say ABC dia ana chese dia ya kade na winim say wo fa na dial star 262 hasha ABC games na wutwa bi no wo choose 3 letters na wo choose no say ye do na chese mu ba ko epia we diska emu mienu pia we diska emu miense ne nyina pia de na masa sika wunya na nyasam kotwa every 5 Ghana echo ana ABC games no wo so ubetime twabe na do no ye na no penondu ani anwumene eye no num na fe anajo eye nyonkro na chase ye do no anti wokọ Adum TV a wobenya do ni bia we na fe wo so ahẹ se wadi a na eno enso atima mo anya ska kase pa esan se wo number ba ku epiem a ana se wo letters ne ba ku piem a ya bo sika no mpensa ana fe mienu piem a ya bo ho mpre nwatwe na miensa ni nyina piem dia 200 times to stake wo mpe we dia pa na pe eno ye ABC games abekamfo e ma National Lottery Authority at the stamp in the association character platform in so many that so artists and so betimi aboye pa winyans kasa na wakọ license akate na license say wo me the refrigerators at the aba wo me the chest freezers in so aba and for television no wo me lesser television wo me compact television no ana chase eba be poma wudam so no etima ye kama entu pese o siesie wudam dia ene ya license adawro ma wo mo so ne ma pom dia ba na wunim se ene ma bia o de ma no enum enso quality ne ewo so emuma very affordable ade ba ko asa ene ne bibia ba to market no 5 years warranty ana mo so ade ma Ghana ha afana ba bia no benya license ewo ho ene wudi wani chemu ankara ade sa timota Barcelona ma hia wudi wani chemu ewo Tansuman East Legon Kaswa ana La Pasa wubenya high sense wo mu showroom slibi ana fe West Small our tema ana there sekaneti enso wo mu ebo ho wo ba sentiment mu a oboase ana Kumasi de there setano so wubenya high sense wo mu showroom no ba ko ho ana fe Kumasi city mo wodi wani chemo awa tafon so ya Zaria Johnson and edum there's a post office in Chaho wubenya high sense so mu showroom ni bi na wa ba beto niema of quality mom very affordable no so mo so 032550000 na one high sense and some abom ye pa na teleso as man catch us o me the fixed broadband no ade aba na eno na more opportunity after when your data package ya kama na when him say teleso fixed broadband no wo first time afe ana wo onso no wo connect ya with say wo data na wo to no wo mbebo hu adiama ebia say 100 gigabyte of data ana wo to wo mesa ma another 100 gigabyte of data na anu atimi abo make say ebia wo de tell Facebook band no wo will be that asam ana pese wo sign renewal anu say the 50% bonus ana tell so many man no we need tell say him mo and also for na no atale star 900 has star 900 has na fe tell us Facebook band no waba be kama jumadi no etimi kama ba tani nya no makatem say diaper ba kopa abebom no flower kids baby diaper now with the flower kids baby diaper abo ba na and wo ma mo dia diaper na wa hodi ye pa abofan be dia gro bi ope enya de say be hima toda enti na me kan for dem all so the diaper so bo ba na rasis bia kwa kogu de we de kama pa mpemfo ajatum enti na no pe ma onsa enka de no flower kids baby diaper delta people meal ana fadia ba no mesa betime ene o matuka se was 0243 033 na no pay when some atimi akandia bakato sa pobudi agia kwandia enipa ne ya mensa pe na we dwama so na ayekunu Ghana limited na akwakofa adia ba no pay o mo de araba bazen tabataba enum ayemedu oba bia wucheme na menstrual pains menstrual disorders ana tito we do araba bazen tabatesa se eno na ebo ma ne pedianom enya hwadi ye pa afa infertility eba betu ase dia mo ba bia wo yoba na wini wurasia na untin twida adoi ana ano so bebo ama ene why your best ma why your bemo enti pe wode na ano so emo ekofomasi ana federation bia benya biato anu ati womode mesakio so aba mesakio ye meme do ebo bema bia for urinary tract infections no wedo ayehuntu capsule enti edo ni yemienu bema bia wedo ayehuntu capsule ana fe mesakio no sexual weakness with libido from a premature ejaculation I slow vaccine na etis war and as a waste spacer na wadum air mesakio afe huntu capsule no de bema tajo so tentem ojo so wuti ya o bemam afe we gunsuawe wa prum ceasefire edo bia nka da mbe usa nema de pedopia ado chase wo bema nwaka aya we say no protein enlargement and etis war wado ya huntu capsule kunu Ghana limited no pay ukọ from ese benya biato no mese betima from e so na we no medin koba 0244 275429 na Kulun Ghana Limited and so I have boy pa MTN Ghana as men ka jo see the enjoyment ne ba ko pe enum ay free after one na of course no be sa wo ko team ya MTN na so we so esa so first 10 minutes no ya ti wie ya dia ka bia ya free bonto and no be course no so esa enti wadi jiwa na what star 550 has star 550 has na fe wo so MTN Ghana wo mu free after one we no once no when sir etmeka the member officer we subscription na 100 megabyte of data and omedi to feed and so etme abo emombe use phone papa e dey course dey dey aboga franco akwa dey be sense omedi original care phone say dey about omedi Samsung na fe iPhones no aba phone say come dey franco trading enterprise na enye phones won kwa aduma ana sisi franco edi omedi smart TVs e dey about and omedi franco air conditions so about omedi chest freezers about omedi washing machine dia ba microwave once ebe count there afa mu ntem ye pa aba ni CCTV camera ene na card dia aboga franco ade the CCTV cameras ene na card ni nyina ade aba na wenim se bibia so beto e wo market no 40% discount ana tell somebody ma enti kumase anim se dia ajaba jewelry sincha ho we benya franco trading enterprise na fa challenge bishop ncha ho ene so amo ebo ho old mekom ene so we benya mo e ho afa wo ni kufo clinic na die nche new Kejetians no ubenya franco trading enterprise na oni o matimi edi nkobo e was 0501 525 698 and that's 0245 316 969 na oni boga franco enso ahia bomu ye pa eno achi ana meka na meka to say tissue ne ba ko pe ani ya flower tissue for disposable handkerchiefs no ana chazo obi eyuso we oba kwa na wujitum say we ya classic lady we be pia bontena wo so eyuso facial tissue na ya dia flower dia ba dia wo ya keti ene offices awdo ni na no obi eyuso bi perfect fit for your pocket and a perfect fit for your bag and team Mount San count there and no the flower kiss tissue at the baba tani yusu wo me the wipe na for me the cleaning mo fa no and team wo me the flower team so at the aba adamoto fragrance pure white a clean experience so ya kama and tena no pay nature what your flower tissue no mess about me and your matu kese so 0246426172 and 0243 033 no pay one sa account there and then promotion guswa 20 na royal foam as men can't say Sudan mattress ni bi ho na obato Sudan mattress ha wobo free pillow na face wet me enjoy and we are school na uteme na we Sudan mattress ha ebetime ma adan na ho na o comfortability no eno so enwe hia ye pa dia eno royal foam and am come for adiama and then 4 inches no winim say ne bo no 350 Ghana per and 3 inches no 320 Ghana and we are the royal foam adiama wo mesefo ani chomo akate na osunya de na obetimi afrom ne wanya dodo etwaton I was 0202 okay, Mamian says 020227100. Now, fe also when Royal for Etbe Edin Kobana, Mamma Mau, a dance here when you met as Ubesi there, we say, now wet to me, Sidano. Nipa Bacope, Anna Santimentum, Anna Ghana, Fenebiano, will be Adina to Ano, and so I guess our properties. Nana Bassa Panona, or see Abana Sasepa, Yedisi Dan, the Opedia Hotel, Ebia Upo. hostel bi na si make us a filling station bi na wo pesi uhia sase e de di sa adwuma na nipa ba ko pa ne nsa ase e litigation fee man so sem bi ani langa se sem bi ani ho ebusia man so sem bi ani ho dia anum guest properties na ba sapon say we dey friends here no mo asase nto no me say betimi na di nkomo 0541 135 464 and as 0249 136 582 na what for guest properties make us say Buankra and 5 acres of land at the ho at as here po bi at the manom okwada de ntaba and also 1.5 acre and what the kwa pe Kumase Accra road won sabaka and afa Kumase anum say no wo do ani chemu atonso high school Johnson and also you asase yantam da 5 acres at the here po bi diamond no when it just asase won pass wo pe bi dia du djuma dia ya na so contact here afen so wo pedan anato guest properties e wa dan e wo ho a e kama abusuaman so semie no ho genu document an ye de ma afa bi apese wo ton asase wo pese wo ton wo fie so a wo de bedan ya ye be e di djuma ni nyina e dia ma afa wo mo ye into rental agency no djuma mu di say apartment ana wo hia di edi mu djuma e bia wo hia office bi edi mu djuma wo hia warehouse bi edi mu djuma ana ye na ba sapon ana be head na ono so ajo so guest sapon no Kumasi Kodium ha would when it chemo ewo aye adekodatia wo kwa Santi Doko aye 20 grams won saben kum so ana wo so ebo afesu no ye wo ye nkwa batani bi ewo bekum toma hinko ana afesu nyane enkan enso ye bo ho woni guest properties enso humu ma na fe omo ana wo so wonsa enka asase wedi nyumeko ani afofro nkaye pi na no pe no wo mo eso yasene enkofa man so ye kwa ye de sabeni nyina ansum adi edan wo ani osu anope mi kase say no edi tam din anya sam ketwa ani natane kwe wo so wo no bosses ni nyina no mu tie so no na wonim say anope wo be kofi kesem na wo so wetimi anya matis ni bi na de kaka de ato ache de atedie Atalanta boboko no wo mo ani compete e wo game border ani 645 ani game eno so abetwene ana afe anum aya de ase ka tamate wo mo so e wo game border atasem anya sam ketwa anti matis na no pe no ya ka che kakra adiama wansisha wodo nyina so anum anso awoto atasa wo kofi kesema wetime adiska akra adi atoche anya asam ketwa na Madrid game na kasa de nyame anim ni anum ay 445 ana Madrid game no anso eba so ana afe adasa Atalanta ana Club Bridge game no anum anso 445 anti su matches ni de sana community here other matches akari nyina no anu anso ay 7 pm ana tasa eba so Atletico Madrid ana Trafford for Ebo Bodo Glimt and Tottenham Hotspur and this year Chelsea batna fie awo Stamford Bridge na woman Benfica boboko no etimi de se ne Galatasaray and some etna Turkey woman Liverpool na Ebo wa bekwa na tosa wuko Inter wa bekwa Milano game no so etwene Inter Milano mo and Silva Prague na Ebo and Ajax and so France na fe woman only Olympic Dumase game no and so tomato and Bayern Munich and the Pafos na this year ni anti way matches ha atoto our UEFA Champions League na no pe no make a check akwa adi adamwo one game back up and atoto our the Spanish Liga and no La Liga Valencia boboko no and Rio Oviedo and the best anti way notable matches ha atoto ni bia na no pe no make a check akwa adama wanse shawo also UEFA Champions League in common ye bedi de nemom no me pato Mami anything adi Maria ayeshwa wonom aya Ruben Amorim yire kwabna moko tine hire na kasa na ozisin se Ruben Amorim aba England no akwa na ninji da tem yo ba na ni kuna ya moso na sisi akwa de wasi threat ahodo a ebo moso Mercedes ahodo a ebo moso ani adidi atama ebo moso in fact they tell was say insane papa ni ntimi na wo be so de wo so do pa wo be so de ankaja ahumatize anka wo pe bia obere ni kunu esimpa no so adwen sa ansa sa pacho notebooks no anya park ni kwa na odi notebook ni bo kwabena esimpa so nyina no oba tatis won pa no so obere na tese ni notebook no ekwa ni tawe atasa yase papa na ade cha ade tinyina na adusua Ruben Amorim esua no anya asem keto kwa na yiri nse wo bisa Amorim se nti opanyin dia wo ye ewete adwuma yenya ni yankwa no so da bi sabe paweramfo a wakwa general say why ne sa eno Ruben Amorim yire nkoma kakra wade tutwa awo dwumadie so na yese Manchester United boboko no ase Amorim amuguso ade support no enso ade mananya de se ebia womsum eja support o de ma nemom no eno ncha so omunya coach fufuro ompe coach ni de omeguso ani coach se di nkomo eno ada no me confirmation ade ba say sane ba say wo me garsa getesia no kura be ade numbera Manchester den nkoma kakra ese so na wo me coaches be di nkomo just pass omo support enso no omo di Emma Ruben Amorim no nkoma kakra etota ewo tumade sumaka de se kudus mama de day in day out uko top 5 major leagues ewo Europa abante no anya dia bibi beba na abante na ka abranim se 3 players per anem pempe kan ya kanu sasafo take ons na 3 players womo plus 20 kudus mama killing Mbappe ana afe Lamine Yamal antim ano ya nkoma kakra so etota ewo tumade so UEFA Champions League so enti yanka kai hon kakra empempe make say about 8 teams per anakwabna omoye undefeated yakase bia team bi abo matches continuously womusum anya defeat say league matches isasia say na sitia yase Bayern na dinkan Bayern about 5 matches our league matches nimkwabna anya de say watasi defeat ana lose so womusu anya bi until 5 wins no manya Borussia Dortmund about 5 matches kwabna o match 4 oma winning hand ana for oma draw back up Barcelona anya 6 wins 1 draw and 7 matches in a row Barca and Yama kama adi momo Crystal Palace boboko no womo so about 6 matches woma wini aya miensa so adro miensa ana for Atalanta boboko no womo so about 5 matches woma draw miensa a wini aya mieno womo yes sabeba pen sitia Cremonese boboko no womo so draw miensa a wini aya mieno and 5 matches no mabo ana for ubenya Elche aya boboko no womo so about draw 9 ana for ma we miensa Juve abo aya win aya makuma miensa ana mo so adro aya mienu ntino in a contest yakwa aya Europe ne sababa pe ana clubs omo madem bono abi ensotia ena no pe yakache kakra ade ama no ada me baba kato se Abantani Dean Adi William Saliba the contract no ebenya ba so asna the confirmation no enya edi abaja till 2030 ana teso no so the contract no wo mo dia manta sesena ano so abo ma asna niam akoye dia mamo and that means say no agwa say Real Madrid ebeto Abantani Dean Adi William Saliba adi so mu quest kapa ye enya de say wo benya no very cheap and tane yan kobaka kwa so etotwa e odumade so da no pe no make a check akwa adi ama me pato Barcelona mo Sporting Tawata ayo penya ni dia de Deco na Deco adi nkomo pi adi atudwa na Deco ni ebisa ansa na nkanim se mo pa Abantani Dean adi Nico ayo Williams ana fa Abantani Dean adi ayo Luis ne wotwane Bayern Munich boboko no na Luis say no DNT na mantima to Abantani no so wo mo tra mo best asa anko metima to Abantani bera eto da bi akwabena di bi wa wo to ento eni nti no mantima to Abantani no ana nsantofo bi say okay ani emese sa di ni bi ana Nico Williams mantima to no say dabi Nico Williams di ende different o na sa pass Barca na wo player wa Barca for me the terms and agreement e dia Barca for monji na mumini so was it dabi Barca club na enyo mani amasa we player want to be man be dictate enfama Barcelona boboko no ana want to be man imposi what nia wo pe enfama Barcelona boboko no Barca ya Barca and the Barca na better wo sack player say no more conditions say no person me yo mani ama wo negotiations ni and wo betia say no ata say na fe wo ma put on paper na wetimesi akan e dia matimi na yasa wo player no ba te say dia Nico ani na entourage ne ebe na wo so o kam alati club de ba o fata say e bi omuni ma o say wo mu misa Nico Williams ni agent no ene o mo ba sa na ba say o mo pabrante no na impo akoda no kwa no profile no mo per skill set no mo pe no eno nya dia Nico Williams wo anya sabi na Barcelona for pe na akoda na nkasa ni agent na chaso ade akoda no beta ta o mo ananka o mo he say e bi o metimi abo brante na anko metimi atonometimi atontino say de ne na brante say Barca for na chese wo mo antima to brante say nya no kwada player na nkasa na nya de so mo pe no antim na ne yanko beka kwa so a Barcelona Sporting Director ade tudwa ye bi sanse ona brante de Super Frankie sana ni common city and also Frankie Dijon there in the contract no and comedy no wo manya bia ne so so ma closely atas abante no wo mo ye contract renewal e de man project no mo ye no wo mo wagide sa abante no ye crucial to wo mo project no enti wo mo I very confident sa abante no e be contract session e de am ti de am for keka de wo mo nsa dan tin komo bia enti ano ye report e fi Barcelona akate ade aba e wo dwuma de so na no pe me ka che kakra enso e de ma winim se Liverpool enso e wo game ball na sa Liverpool game a e ba beto twa no mo ntwa no mo squeeze ni so na mo ya de kakra kwabna report ni se Galatasaray yesi hotel a mo adema Liverpool na supporters no e ko so mo koye ne makakra o mo pese Liverpool players ne betimi ada se ne ade betime na o mo ba bebo game e de echi o mo nti ene fireworks a wo mo enso so o ne na nya asam kuto akwa o mo se nya de so mo enso ba players na nya sundwe kwa no matimi ada na nkade atia obo enso mni omo aboto tito enteno ye reporter etotwa e odumade so na head coach adema bas Liverpool bobo kono slot and ye be say wo game plan say na sitia no so amafo bebre enim say Liverpool recently possess na ye kama kwabna wase ya mobo say wo pese obobo na possess wase ya bobo wo pese obo who play very well now create chances now nya goals we say eno na dia Liverpool wo ma dia wo manage win ye pe no pese day in day out no wo mo twa so so o mo so na ade ba kon beka say last season about set pieces wo man consider our set pieces mo na the last time we check here no so Belgian Liga ayasa clubs no set pieces no eko ade bo mo ye pentia no ayade Liverpool bobo ko na ye o imagine say set pieces wo mo consider no anya de say wo mo so be hwe no ma consider say last season wo mo ye ni ye wa be no mo consider no and this season no wo mo ta so be improve on that na fe etimi abom na say Premier League no wo be jo mo so etimi aja no reporter ever awodumade so na another Federico Chiesa reporter mensaka say Abanten etimi anya training anso anwie ane ekobi sai coach say Abanten and sentem entina no ba ne say ba Federico Chiesa wanya no rhythm no na denti ana Abanten no won so etimi an training anwie no so yanka mo bianta say Abanten ye training na no beka chance asa ne nemu won kakra na wontimi anso nto aso nti no kwa Abanten no da went be enso atwa so entim oya dan ni nsem pibia wobeka enso se bia wobebo anase omone enum enkobeka kwa so etotwa ewo edwumade so na no pe no yede bi ensum adi adamwo ewo ye chicha wodo so me paton kobeka kwa mensam eka esa Hugo Iketike enso akasa na Hugo Iketike so owodidie sa esem oya more than dia wodi Liverpool boboko no anafe aside that no wonim sa strikers ni bi wo because and central for Kobisan say you was striker bi say Alexander Isak ha enim ho no so ebonti kwambe na abefa so ne ubetimi adan ho so enso edefia bent no so nyame enim ye owu team a kwamna wo mo one striker pe that be set team there wo ye team na team ti say Liverpool anya de say ubenya one striker da anya de strikers ni be do so nti wono anya no wan say Liverpool ewo bi ti say Alexander Isak na nempa yo bo na say Abanten no ebetim afane ne wetim na fe wo mo so enim ho metimi abo no ma boni ye na abo Liverpool bobo kono ani yankoba kakwa so Abanten no adi twitwa awodumade so na no pe ya ka che kakram adi ama na me quality commanded Atletico any Antoine Frankfurt enso no awo game ball na Nhyira na fa we said nkoma kakra adi atwitwa wunim say isia na international no ba na say ba adi ma Nhyira na fa we na another central for bisa say isia no say na ufidi wo body no so adi abakọ no ehia ne ye pa ansa na cha say oba bedwane no wonu so betimi asia kan ye na wabama liver ya kan say Atletico Madrid no ene ma so atimi abo mu ye pa ezan say what so obobo na o say goals ni sa na face ni rhythm ni sa babaka ene ya de ohia ni ye pa na pe wo hwe empempe ya sisia no goals no eba adema Atletico Madrid no sa no paso oto aso na face obo Atletico na bia trophies no wo so atimi adimi na no atimi abo atimi na ne yankobaka kwa so Abanten di twitwa awodumade so na no pen ye kete adi ama wasisa wodo so Marco Llorente player de Atletico Madrid and you be say ano so the form no answer sitie wo say wo gidie say team na ekrom no wo metima compete for any trophies ana ano so wo ko wo me dressing room a enkomo players ni nyina edi as Atletico Madrid this season and competition bi o mekrom no wo mo twa so mo so betimi ate and UEFA Champions League we no so many so say omunya ya wo mo so betimi age na reporter fi Atletico Madrid akate adi aba awoduma juma de so na no pe no ye ka che kakra ade ama wanchesha wodo nya so now jentwene kakra na ye kwa anim me pato kiara tamate wunim se omo game a wo mani Madrid enso ebo na eno ana amate wo mo player bakwa ne dine ade Dasin aye set paviv ono ade nkoma kakra de atutwa na Dasin si yanka emo bia ta ya se wo mo nya Atletico Madrid na mom no de omunim ye se ya so mo to mo best na fezu game a wo mani Madrid ebo no so mo to so betime enso we ne na ne ma ye kama ade ama mo wase do sa nyame anim ne wo ba Kazakhstan akwabna wase wo de bibia wo ho etimi ayeye emma Tanzania enso koye de mo ma ne ye reporter eba awo dwumade so anyo no kwa karata mate wo mo one player no so ne din enso ade Edmerson na Edmerson so akasa se omo so etwa omo didi ye se Madrid awo so ye pa was Madrid very very high in terms of UEFA Champions League competition and as a club and he Madrid the born din ye pa beda won beto mo possible best say won be Madrid omo usampa sempo omo so omo usampa ejuma na omo so etimi aboni ye and ye reporter men seka awo ejuma de so and na no pe reporter men seka as a Madrid likely so betimi arrest players ye pa Kylian Mbappe reporter men seka as won betimi arrest no players likely say bia won betimi start Eduardo Camavinga Rodrigo afem ade say Brahim Hana Dani Ceballos ana Ferran Garcia na say Frank Garcia we players are men seka some Madrid likely so betimi rotate na won so etimi start koma kakra ni asase ban answer Chelsea lusu defenders bi kwamna see ni hwiyo yakwa France asase ban say omanaja home training ti koma kakra men seka say azu disase asase Chelsea we training adi ama Chelsea boboko no koma kakra men seka wo so so de na eno na alanshawa adi koma kakra de ba na alanshawa say nyame anim ni Chelsea team no wadwo mo ho a wonte ase esanse so bi akata say pressure aba Enzo Moyesca so oni kono won showdown tira say bi kwa na si we nya de ese pesa eba aye coach bi so esanse juma power pen no enso aye na office ewanim ye pa enkanka Chelsea adi aye Conference League and they know obi anim say Chelsea betimi ade but ade na Chelsea obi anim so betimi ade ye FIFA Club World Cup Chelsea ade ye and this was about two aye matches bi na Chelsea in a row lose aba kwa na no ncha say ebi a coach no wonya de anase ebi a team no enso nya de ntia pressure and former coach on the say what said who is and answer and come back no so di tudwa na eno na promise say ade ba ko say Chelsea pa no Jackson ye jano man ko was it the Jackson ko pa makwaba was it ba ko compliment on ba kom say ko pa ma ababo board no ho so ye pa wotimi say Nicolas Jackson ni kombo no eka ho say Jackson so ba ya de a wotimi say Kopama ni kombo no enso ka ho ye but nay since Jackson ko Kopama bo ni nya ye hu bibia biem esa say de oni no e plata as a part ne ya kama no Chelsea jano kwama no konti on de hu say ade ba ko Chelsea ye ya amwatumi ye pa ay say wo mu jai man Nicolas Jackson enso ko ya no reporter men say ka e wo dwuma de so na ya say Enzo Moyesca ade ba ko ha no pa ya yes, Levi Cowell player no wakati pay for Zankabe Yanka womonto aye qualify aye player experienced player kwabena nyamata makwa afena ye ba betete ndia wawie di bibia dada ananka ese Chelsea tono no mudi replace ne so kan no Chelsea board no head down tiase woni ne ade ba kwa yese a coach ni yie pa ansum awotumi me na no pay no ye de kakra adi adanwo na ubedi adi yie pa se ye ka se Jose Mourinho yeso Mourinho aye special one na Chelsea no wabani former club abibia kama Edman no Jose Baba Kato say one day Chelsea team in fact why blues dada na ebian pempen or dia beto ni Chelsea bebo na onye Chelsea ni na uwe dwuma why dia ma Chelsea one your visa na kuma ni bibia Chelsea ni dada and team anwa central for Ebisa and Komano or can sansa nyina Chelsea on there why Chelsea ni na game ayebebo ni nepe and onye Chelsea ni sansa why coach a certain club so he no oye adwumani ye Chelsea history was all about Jose Mourinho na Chelsea history aka na fe Chelsea abaye Chelsea nyina no wonso the history aka ho ana Chelsea abo ma Chelsea dum pempeso a we the empire 3 Premier League clubs you can say 3 Premier League trophies anu ate Ediama Chelsea ana FA Cup no waje baako League Cup no waje miensa Community Shield wati baako Adama Chelsea nti yaka obi a wonim Chelsea ye power pay no enso aka bia na wo mo wese ne ma betimi aye kama enso Ediama na no ekobeka kwa ne Pierre Boboko no kwa reporter menseka esa no ada Vinta Valescavia uko training grounds abante no Anthony na yaso mo wese obetimi adwani team no na ebia against Barcelona wetimesi kan Ediama Jawana versus na yase anapa we training na emum adese abanta the team so edi vitia ana wonu so training ana edusie 20 we yakobeka kwa so FPG akate edi eba ewodwumade so abense da eni ya fanti no kwabna ma yemfa nkofo amanso nsem no mfa ensia bibia ni echedia yemfa sia nim sei.
Okay, garbage the for na yemfa nsuo na yentu adwumade no so nshawanzo 4.5 year live ewo YouTube in Chat TV oba subscribe na fa message no brand UEFA Champions League games no week 2 obetimi do prediction aba na yakama some at the amount sounds na on your multi TV decoder no I also myself search for Chat TV unya just rescan your decoder na on sabitimi aka in Chat TV no ho na se wonso no wetimi aye part of the show. Yes, started to Medini say, come for Seba Mesha. Macacho say, ye be draw kind a dear. A dance baby, a cassie a kind in net. Intimate so, said you are promoting some enco yeno, me pacho, koto a come for Seba Mesha, diabetes, ubipi. Samsung infections, how could be na a bebo ye pa, a bomb out to me die ye. Where drain you now take a tesus ana diachono, me pacho could na surgery ebeboa Samson or liver or cause with yeso liver no problem about ho a drone ye fan canvas herbal mixture na atie for the ten say wo Kumasi na wutie dwumade ya kokolina kap may anasa happy dank ana Giligo Pharmaceuticals aw santase okwa drone bi yo hon kokko brekum konongonom ani sunyan ho na no kwa canvas herbal mixture no a drone bi ewo ho 0245 455-740. Me pacho nice. I want to know wait me aji adoni bi kama pa. Why dine and I was with you person see na a demo sisi ni DT ni. Unse kaneno. So who says a demo just so yes car and I saw Ukraine game will be pass and wait me sisi them. Now so Alaska Star Enterprise by yet for hey ube be them ho fe ubi babu sanisika odi sisi hono. Nesi sikakuma bi obrisanse na enema efa ne quality osri na sika obo kiremu enya woto ne he no osmeto na Alaska Star Enterprise enunti ana me kan form dia ma say wo pe wallpaper at the assessor dem na office ho Samsung about the blanket ni na bi ho eco panel modern TV stands Samsung about the decorative air watches open air carpet PE foams are there. If that be a this them be a best spread in the Alaska Star Enterprise for 4 on Sabatina Cabina so no what the SCC with them Kumase yawo Mrs. Anache Plugs Anima Boss of Honda yawo and can form circle tiptoe lane and our friend number 0256 330075 na wajo de osori bia energy drink as a rush energy drink ginseng wom caffeine wom vitamins wom ebebo ma ondomo a ete for the ten say we adwuma kra omre entim sawada aya na one rush energy drink ni bi na aboa ama won so de no bibia aye kama wa ye adwuma ebra onso untimi enti bibia honti ana won so timi ahye no so di wura ba bia ye ton drink bia na obusa aye rush energy drink now so not me atobina one the Ministry of Education through the National Teaching Council no almost say omobobo a teacher for abaso na abaso boni na no 2025 yi a teacher for mu gidi say omobo omomoden ema omo students so no bibia ye kama de mo no e na ye bo a teacher for no enso abaso na abaso boy ebebo ma teacher for no so no omakiko no mo timi achia di pa It's a 15 and I say assembly that's no you say elevating the status of teachers for quality education. Na say yeboa na yenam saa ye so ma eye teachers no so no wo mo atimi omo edada setenem no ho ya pegam na enam so mo so no aboa akire nkwada na de ye pa ma bibia no atimi akonkan na omo say the most outstanding teacher no wo mo ebeman award na award de man no eye 3-bedroom a house na de man no first and second runners up no omo so ba ko benya 4x4 eye pickup na ba ko so anya saloon car afi the best teacher eba ne leadership any administration omo so ombenya eye saloon car na eye niama bibre enso kan wani na no dwumadie ebe koso awo eye Volta Serene Hotel awo eye ho anopa eye nonkron sharp na on the 3rd and on the 4th ye di dwumadie no enso etimi edi ahihye so na chese eye 2-day eye symposium na ekoso na dwumadie the guest of honor His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ono so no obeko dwumadie ase na ese ono so abo ama dwumadie ni bibia aye kama sponsors bebre get fund Glico pension Prudential Data Bank Sanso and aye Inolink in fact bebre omudina no asase na 2025 Ghana Teacher aye award and also eba so slogan no also my teacher my future na se bibia no etimi akonkan edi ama 3p garlic me champagne onya bi na onum ya to bi ten we aye adu de garlic na aye na etiefo de tie ni garlic de I mean minu na nim se garlic de say de pa nanso ana de amanfo entampe garlic ne ye ne sent na ha enti adu ne ani such a way say onum aye de garlic na so on te sent ne ba kokra onte aha enti wa WhatsApp o ni problem kra o de kotobi nanom na de tie nie me patcho stroke na do 3p asma untimi nyunso ye wa kesere bebe na pese so te immune system no nkomo ano abafom amaya de kitu abi na do ato fom a 3p garlic misha na atie for me kamfo enso edi amaw na no pe eduro yenti no ukodani heba misi colinac na apidanka also pe 3p garlic misha me patcho natural plant juice vitamins and minerals ashene be 0248928824 na esa won so no watimi ato aduro ni bi me yanko boase songo 3 months course yanko sua bi course we ba bo pa unwie nsa metrefi ameye burden and for my family na ati for the tennis Absec Mining and Engineering Training School where school we are obetimi the area construction ana aya mining forklift ye betro excavator say yesikino bulldozer roller dump truck and afa wheel loader ni na no ye betro kama pa 3 months no we school no na ati for the tennis udim say school mo wo kra wo sua de no na say djuma na sase a edon so ebe obi okọ bibia nya djuma ono so eye na ebia na uni buase obuase wo no uni ho ofra chirichiri na obo obuase abesua bia me patcho hostel no kakaka free ai hostel no beda ho ne besua wade a obia ensum sa okapre enema de besua de ni na no so ya ni free edi amount me patcho de obeya ne say o de just call free na any penny pa school wadano no eni nkomo number ne 0539732766 yewo obuase zongo Hisense building na chiwo pe onsa ebetimi akan na bibia kama edi amande de eye Kodore Kon Royal Enterprise aduro omo enede eye rekon heba misha ne dia ba dwaso for koko na drupa eye rekon heba misha etimi koko pa betu ase menstrual disorder about fichi komi nkoyie kotobi na enom general body pains ha na honam nyina ya ya me patcho kotobi na onso ebetimi aboawo ama bibia no enso aye kama pa adiama adroi make us oko promise eba fedimens OKO sac pharmacy patase me patcho boasefo monko time FM na oko ayotech FM so a adroi ebi ewo ho nemom ye kira kwan pa de yewo Bremai Pentecost. Thank you, Jesus. Bodinima and yewo friend. Ewo 0244470067. Na mone nana rekon ana sofu rekon eni enkomo ene anopene bibiano enkoye emfa ema anopen amo ena aso yasena. The UEFA Champions League preview ni nano ye be kama pa ade ama ewo dwumadi ni so. Na ye kwai ana me kamfo eye amwa automobile and so etimi ediama na etiefo de eten say ama automobile no eba no body air works so ho say bia wo car no pese ye body works ne kama pa edema wa ye betimi aye eba no spraying omo oven kama the whole Kumasi. I'm telling you me kind of na jo me say the whole Kumasi no sprayer and I was oven bi and so eba no line na ye ebia okra car say the fia bruchire so cars ne ba na bi kura na salvage car obeso ye ho adwuma o de offer from air temana straight to amwa automobile ho na say ai bibia kama and so etimi at the amount about the body works spraying lining bibia kama no awo car no amwa and I make come for and so etimi da yawo apem so fair junction if you know na ho na amwa automobile na say bibia no ai kama and so etimi at the amount number no 0244 465764 0244 465764 na money no eni nkoma broche for na modecast eba Ghana ni na no mon first na man sisi ade offer na ka chen say Richard ne se menfro na onye good na bibia enye kama emfa emma Kobi good morning good morning ato na what say
nyame adom we na say
nyame adom nyame gusu e shine 9 solid matches UEFA Champions League. Yes, started preview na me baby ade en be chance dey free.
It's match day 2.
Sure.
UEFA Champions League. Now, I think say you match day 2 then the proverbial akana sema ye can say yet tia beti na channel no. It comes into being because say one start and show match say na meantime I be show match. So one start and we do match say then nothing shows. One sheni yana about a little bit too late for you to win your games. It's for teams no more match day 1 omunya 3 points no. It's about building on the omunya in match day 1. Whilst the teams are more match day 1 are almost 3 points no. It's about going back to correct some mistakes no and getting the results from them. That is what it is. And then the games are starting from far away in Kazakhstan, where Madrid for Ekwakobo against team a friend Kirat Almaty. Now, I mean, Almaty for almost first ever meeting in Real Madrid in here, almost first ever game, almost second game of Champions League in here, almost first season of Champions League in here. And yet, team there's too much information and history between Omo and Madrid. Marriage, although social bookmakers now, all somebody am Madrid so bebre. Exchange say team my friend Almaty Ebeshano. It also tells you something that you need to be a little bit careful. Kazakhstan for in the lead up to some qualifiable Champions League proper no. The qualifying rounds no, they were very very surprising. Almost your team to say Celtic, Monia, and they prevented them from winning. So what it means is that you can't write them off. Say Obeshomo, anything Madrid airco away to go and play against team. Your friend Kirat Almaty, they need to be very very careful. But I think that Madrid will get a job. And they say Abranti friend Jabi Alonso, ebe resting the players to be brave. Obi say Kylian Mbappe, match in your match. So Hano, no Bobby. Obi to say Vinicius Junior Mo, the likes of the midfielders, Nobisi Orange Shemeni, Eduardo Camavinga is back. I think that is a game where Jabi Alonso beats my resting the players take a crap. And then go on to focus on the subsequent games because there are lots more matches because right after winning another game and sending a international break no. So of course Jabi Alonso will want to rest the players think the subsequent games are going to be good. Madrid will win that game no. Then when we go to the Scandinavia, Tottenham Hotspur will travel to go and play against team friend Bodo Glimt. Now this is a game very very interesting because say Ubekai the story of Bodo Glimt last season in Europe, especially in the Europa League, they were very, very stubborn. And the Bioma Stadium, no one is seen as one of the coldest places in Uyasi. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Which Tottenham for coach, our friend Thomas Frank, a Danish international. He is from the Scandinavian region, and he's taking his team to go away from home to go and play against them. One of the things I have very certain, and he said there is most likely going to be goals in this game between team your friend Tottenham Hotspur any Bodo Glimt and over 1.5 and over 2.5 very very likely say remember in the match at Tottenham Hotspur any team a friend Bodo Glimt boy also starting lineup no very clear between the two teams at Tottenham Hotspur prepare some mark. I think say Ombetinyashe. I think the match you Tottenham away from home will get a win. Like I said, Thomas Frank and Scandinavia have won the ball. A similar lineup to what we know. Van de Ven, Danson, Jed Spence, Bentancur, Palinha, Mohamed Kudus, Bergval, Simons, and a bunch of friends of Richarlison. We know the Bodo Glimt team. They score and concede a lot. I think that there are going to be goals in there. Either team to win on over 1.5 and over 1.5 and over 2.5 or Tottenham Hotspur to win on over 1.5. Very, very likely. The only thing I don't see is a one share Bodo Glimt ending and Tottenham. But goals will come and the game will not end in a draw. Which Liverpool away to go and play against Galatasaray. Now, almost stadium in Andina a penny bopa. One need to go stadium. But they say it's the devil's welcome to hell. You know, Raudama, huge place. Which we say last week, 2 weeks ago. Galatasaray for a away to Frankfurt after all the players Galatasaray had bought, which Frankfurt for him papa. He beats them because Galatasaray Lema, Lucas Torreira, Ekai Goodwan, Burak Yilmaz, Omo bench friend Akagun, and Osimhen, the likes of Leroy Sané now were bench, which they were beaten by Frankfurt or Germany. And the next game is at home to Liverpool in the Champions League. It's going to be very interesting. Of course, Liverpool had dropped points this week and they lose to Crystal Palace there. But in the Champions League against a Turkish side Fenerbahce team, you expect still that there's going to be a lot of goodwill for Liverpool for also beating a team of Galatasaray, which away from home. This is one of the two games I think that there was going to be a lot of goals. And over 1.5, over 2.5, either teams to win in over 1.5, I think is very likely. It's another game that I won't stake my neck to go for who will win because a game that can go anywhere because Galatasaray for lose on the first match, almost fear, and then of course they have also firepower to go against Liverpool. Say one shame here, Liverpool will hang over from Crystal Palace game now. It may or may not affect them. For Vicasian I'll decide to go for a big straight win for Liverpool but either teams to win and as it goes else are matching. Reach into the crunch one and anyway. Jose Mourinho is going to be back at the Stamford Bridge. And you see, you cannot write Chelsea's history without Jose. And I've watched a lot of Chelsea pre-match and post-match press conference. But now either say not pick Jose picture we say picture we are. Say not picture we Chelsea press room one man. They had never made it the focus, Rich. It had always been the focus of manager and Otiro. That was the focus. But immediately Jose Mourinho ASA or back to come and play, of course, because a manager of Benfica. Which the picture has become the focus of everything that Chelsea were doing yesterday. And I like it. I like it for two reasons. If you can't write Chelsea's history without Jose Mourinho, it's not possible.
Sure.
Because Chelsea may a big team and Jose Mourinho.
Of course, I buy.
Yes, even before Rich in the 04-05, no. Yes, you talk of what Claudio Ranieri had done before Jose. But Rich, tell me that baby and what Ranieri did Chelsea could do. Chelsea needed somebody who had the temperament, the personality to go toe-to-toe with Alex Ferguson. And Rich, India, it's been a lot of years. It's within that which it was not easy 20 years ago. Richard, said 20 years ago, a coach in England. Not just a team to
Sure.
There was no history for the club, or there was little history. Manchester United were winning everything. The rivalry was between Arsenal and Manchester United, not Chelsea in Cajon. So the temperament of bringing Jose Mourinho was very important. And for me, he transformed and started everything at Chelsea. I'm not surprised saying that Chelsea for former chief director say, hey, Jose Mourinho, and I'm Chelsea winning Champions League. Although he did not win it, no, he started the process, the mentality of the club, and he did. So Chelsea would have to give him a lot of credit. And Jose spoke, or say, I will always be a Blue. I am part of their history. They are part of my history. I helped them to become a bigger Chelsea, and they helped me to become a bigger Jose. When I say I am not a blue, I'm only speaking about the job I have to do tomorrow, which is because I am Benfica manager. Which I want to ask you a question. Weekend with Chelsea be Liverpool. Enzo Maresca line up for the Benfica match. Should it have Liverpool at the back of his mind? And now it should be a team no end form. I mean, champion confidence and need the for Liverpool turn change for now.
I believe in the Dawonim. Football is
it's unforgettable Liverpool match for now.
Liverpool.
Now on Benfica.
Now the focus should be Benfica.
100%.
Because Kofi.
Yeah.
So game we. So Chelsea to me a huge statement.
Yeah.
And a coming down.
Yeah.
Because you say Chelsea no result number and Chelsea is a result oriented club.
Yeah, of course.
So result number Hannah won't say issues and say discussing Sabrina.
Yeah.
So Samemi Maresca, how do you think of the Liverpool game? A weekend.
You forgot
now the German news is here and it's Benfica. Osha Benfica we are. Emma sa pressure na wo team this one perform. Players need now relaxed for the weekend game.
Especially say Jose team. No abano ahye
and how they enko na Benfica.
And yes oyard you I say we dey bia make catch wa. Enye does it
game ni nyehu.
Enye match ni nyehu.
Me person be kan say game na ehu no kira na e ba na yahye mo a. Wo dey no be yastic.
Benfica team share Chelsea. But no, but in my prediction, you also expect me to do the analysis. The game is going to be emotional,
okay.
With Jose, the Obama Manchester United game crew, Jose never. Especially when we say 3 months or when you in some way like Jose Mourinho call pre-match press conference no, is to get on the good side of Chelsea fans and use them against the team.
Okay.
And me today, I don't think the game is going to be giddy tactics because Enzo Maresca said it. We said Jose games are about 3 matches the same pay. You can't really see a lot unless you go back to Fenerbahce, go back to Manchester United, go back to Tottenham Hotspur. Which maybe put them in. I don't think you should start Marco Correa. Oma Jaro had to remember Bobby. Matchy, I like the starting lineup. Romeo Lavia Bobby against Brighton. Lavia starting on rested. Say their regimes will come on rested. Then the players should go on and go and play. It's a game I expect that Chelsea will win. Benfica or quality. Let us not forget. Pavle Desimo, you have a very, very good look back. You have a very good team. Richard Rios from Palmeiras joined them this summer.
My boy,
boy, man.
Look back you.
The way you mama now.
Oh, Jumano.
Oh, man, you want to tell me.
Gans a fleta. Back with Miss Samo. Miss Sam Pamjo.
Aye.
Can I tell and no frame?
Say on your mimo.
Richard. Say me never move.
Go play my so my red card is
I don't know could you red card. Coach is trans and Umobi. Miss Sam. And I catch them about 4. Catch them 4 and 5. Chalo anybody I say catch them strong.
And then you red card yeah.
Dear Miss Sam. Chairman so. Oh no, I can't know fast with Manchester and the
oh,
catch as a chairman. Brana me showers and walk.
Mama.
Akuyama.
See me when you flight a man who
say no frame and I'm catching the song. Ganati. Catch us and me the man no boss. But then hey, what patch on the catch my escapade. And then the only had to venture.
Benfica is here show. And then you made the game will be emotional, but I expect you see it's like I said, it's going to be very emotional. Sure. I expect it except Maresca a pep is not a match.
Sure.
That is what matters because like you said, football they all lose. Now a lot of mercenary questions begin to come around you. You don't want that. And Rich and Pampas, what's your data now? In Kenya, send but when you see 3 games, nobody will care about that. And these are huge things that are going to go on it. Interfono a big game also at home that they have to play. But then before that, there's going to be Ajax Amsterdam and Omoko away to go and play against Marseille. I think that is a game that also is going to be either of the teams to win. Your friend is a Bayern game in your match. Bayern going away to go and play against Pafus. So watch Chelsea there. So we share Pafus.
Bayern goals in this.
So they'll get goals from there. Into so we no mutimishe. Atletico de Madrid after this weekend win against Real Madrid. No, I'm expecting that they will be also build on star quality. No, to go and play in the Champions League this week when they play against our Champions League. There's also going to be a lot of questions about that. This is let's go for the quality rich.
Sure.
They have the team to be able to go into it and then go and get the win. I am very confident saying it. We shake matches not all through. Chelsea ne Benfica match na ase kwakoye big game because Madrid match no is not too much of a big game. Atalanta is going to play against Club Brugge. Last week, Mekacho said, oh, share Club Brugge in the qualifying rounds, so you not write them off. I don't trust Atalanta. I think, say, Atalanta going to play against Club Brugge. No? They are going to be goals inside game. No? And I think, say, they are going to be a match. Atalanta Club beating me winning. Club Brugge beating me. We are Atalanta El Bergamo. It's something that can happen in all of those games. No? Apart from that, Inter Tinefi Abba against Slavia Praha. Christian Kivu, I think at least a double chance. So when he's playing against Slavia Praha, it's the Chelsea game, which no yeah, there's a unya na say
who can say them say your boy nyame admochna. Na Benfica for na cause upset BMZ ebe kakra.
Oh, Bemia. I mean, honestly speaking, because with baby Kekako, say Kekako sa. What again is going to be the conversation? Because you see, I'll see a red card, right? But the influence was baby, and Chelsea a funny club, rich. So move that started down. When a Manchester United say, "Niema say ya," like Mutimi, Barbara. So, but Chelsea, the moments are bad.
But me, Edne Bemo pass Jose Mourinho take advantage of Chelsea deficiencies. No,
the game plan will be to do that. Obey you like this, no, to do all of those things. But
more 4 and 5 need to.
Which see a ball 11v11. Benfica can't win more. And as requires a make us as because football 11v11. But when the red card is easier because you have 11v11. Chelsea is a better team than Benfica. They will not, especially say
compare some of them with the red card.
Need you now against a woman I now
against.
That's because all bomb price of Manchester red card.
Red card neck game. Send the panel coach go no can. And count yes it will be coach go down. And we did jam mojo.
No, she also got it.
And now we are better. It is all question we try the red card. So what I say,
by name
18 grams I penalty the account.
And a name red card.
And then no empire someone say, Mom could do red card because coach na chess and would do red card be your panic.
But and
changes.
And I say you now the send I like the send here. I think it was from the morning pre-match press conference now here. Because here no here Benfica pre-match. Which I like the fact that we accepting responsibility.
Okay.
So he made some mistakes. He needs to do better.
That's fine.
And so he better. And I think that I mean overview.
A FIFA Club World Cup a deceive more.
I don't think it's deceive.
A deceive.
Which I don't think it's deceive.
Emma say all of a sudden some team is okay.
Which the team is
you
okay.
Good to go.
The team is okay.
You
see, it's you.
And then finished product.
No, Obianka say finished product. Okay, different from finished product.
Okay.
And Adebakwa they be away new. When you see where they be. After do what man after the also change where the intensity. The Inter make us say okay, you say team they win Club World Cup. How many of them and Albo games this season? Liverpool has not played a single game. Unless you don't want to take that into consideration.
Mate.
It also share all of the issues that's going on. And for me, Chelsea has to find a way to win, even on the midst of this. It will give them confidence, and then they can build on that. Oh, it's rich. Me and friends, I'm from a coach, and then more on and from our no person could fix him. I'm sure more coach. Pick them up and then fun corner kokucha because it's been very very good. Deeper and TSL will join it. I mean, training, you know. Abroad, okay, abroad. Abroad.
Group no number no.
Yeah.
Mami fa to jane fa.
Okay.
Code no efa account. Mesamo number na me de mamo no Andy.
Yeah, abroad.
Abroad for mpacho wo Ghana on count.
Okay.
Ghana for the mom code ha.
Yeah.
We abroad for no mutimi use code no. And the mom number so meka. Group no na what mean so e de atwa.
So we abroad cry no meka on free beam on test to cry.
And drinking can soon free number we. I'm so and drinking can soon free. It's a landing for me. For
Amsterdam.
But your number in 0247 932805. 0247 932805. Friend number is here. Na yemfa wonka group no kovi
Erich coach no show
anytime
BW154C D442 and first one no second one a BW154C B83D third one a BW154C 9BFB. Fourth one a BW154C79B3 and the last one a BW154C61CC, which and 6 codes and 10 odds and a boy. Into ultra screenshot. Yeah, Mom Pioneer didn't tell you.
Okay. And a so green. Amubia and Sa Konano, Yadasi Fifi, Manfred Native for Martin and Canon 9 solid matches, UEFA Champions League. Ya preview no every ono every ne de bestmark also ben payala. And so bana on also abi preview 9 matches no. Asa ne abi face say de yem budget na ntem. Aha. And now no na man for question the timing. Na minister so yen ntem na nkofasem bia. Amabe before yendi apomdi nkomo kakra. Yene time heba na edin komo TIME. Edu papa no. Abapa, good morning.
Good morning.
Na want to say
Eradia don me hoye pa.
Edenya mi ase na ache.
Ai so nhwehwe me. Usika ni me ho. Ohwi ni me ho. Enya woni me na eda. Enti won nhwehwe me.
Mefro.
Me ene de ya tifres ka fo.
Mefro zina mefro.
Well wa. Oh, my friend, I friend. I am a friend. I friend me. Oh, friends over.
Especially since Kasumuma. My friend. And
now we connect me. Oh, they are from some minimum. Who they have? Oh, my boy. Hey, I come for you.
Time ever. You need come.
Me da se be men na. Etie for any adofo. Kenoga Company Limited asiye. And asabre me do away. Kenoga Company Limited. Ya adwumaku ya de habama nubna nuehini ena eye adwuma esansa ye ne ye de tete atempon edi yenim de nubna ya manipadua ena yenim fasode a nipadua no ehia ewo habama eso eno ntina trade ampon edi nimde adom doctor na doctor esua habama ho ade wakeka nubna habama nuehini abomu ena ye de aye enuro akukudam aba adwaman so se me no mienu yanom na yamfantu ya yare ase yanom na yamfamo yapom de ho ban emfri yare eho ema ye ntwen ema yare emeso nhye yen so ansa ne ya pa no pomasibre de biara da me tufo se abon ho ban atrema baako eso won faso chan ayareta bokiti bebre eno nti dane da mesro se wuti apomde mapa ho nkomo se ya me pacho tie na ye wodie efri mu me pacho Kenoga Company Limited yenu awo adwaman eso eye time herbal mixture and a time HH herbal mixture and nase ne capsules time HH herbal mixture nase ne capsules and I bedi time herbal mixture ho enkomo o se afi malaria fever bia aye ziba ewo mu no ebetu akọ me no for me dia number no etudwa ene die ma mesro sen ka be fa phone no aboye number no me ka se wi a wafre yen na ne yen atwehwe enkomo your number no is 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 Kayose Edino TIME time herbal mixture se utie me na se malaria age oni padua no aboso a edura me kan for ede amount time herbal mixture menafo ene se wotisi abonten enipa wo be hye wo se wo se menya malaria o na eduro ben na menoma ebeboa me a nipa dodo na beka sure se kwato time herbal mixture esan se bibiduro kroje na yenim se enso no ato awie yenim se de yenim na edoso enso to bread ye entontom eti atese ewom se entontom ayete kube enso to apetampe enso anto apetampe dane da entontom edi ne dwuma na entontom anu aduane nipa moja entontom bedi na dodo wa asase so a odi nipa moja enedi ne na dodo eno nti se wo tie mi a ewo se ehunsie mamu anum se yenye mosquito free baby abobo awrabia entontom semenie entontom se omumienu ye won tontom ba ene won tontom bema entontom bema ne beye ne dede na woko na entontom bay ono na obekaw no atwe moja esan so de parasite ma oni padua no ema ne bedi ni padua no abro wom se ma de abodi asase na ehase di nsamone ye dia ma abo ntontom enso de ye nipa so ene obeka osese ntontom be de me twa ntontom ba ne kawa ne parasite ode ma nipadua no e ma ne kodi nipadua no ewu eno na wo hono ma na uti asase e pai wo ye se koto edro we nom tipaye de o wono ma edro we ya beko obenom so still obis o ye stress no nso na relax obeyen so still wutini je o se vim afi ne wonum enyina eye wonwono wo hono ma no wonum aboma enteso nko a wontimi emene enteso wonum ye onyonyonyo afi wonam nyina timi ye wonwe o sorry anapa na ho eden ewia twe ne ti kakra wa ye boho te sabre wakotodwe opeja ho a emfa wonam nyina ye wonwe enye wa wonya ya nka pepecha ho enso oye a enye wo de boso a na agegu medafo edura mekanfo edi amount eye time herbal mixture sa wonom time herbal mixture atrema mienu anapa ewia ne enwumra mepacha wonom abecha ase atim fifre eye normal wo tim fifre na wo junso no na malaria parasites na APF free mu aba abonten eno ntia ne die ma time herbal mixture de mema ne mpa ho ma me adwom wonom to bisi wonom medafo pafi wonom to bisi wonom sa malaria to ahwo so a ene die ma nom time herbal mixture ne fatu ase ena se wo hu sometimes se kire se wanya malaria enhwe ne hu ansa enu ntina mese bo ho ban yo eye chance obetabiri sika kese de kwa akosa ho yare enu ntinom edre friend TIME malaria daneda to ahye nipa so malaria ekum nipa malaria eye mambofo malaria eye wudini malaria bekun a na didi nipaduanum kakra sa ache obekọ ayaresa bia doctor say wanya malaria plus edu on magese nyame ebam eno ntimeso nipa biara wotie mi say e ma ne ntina fie nka say malaria de eye normal yare ye ne na ne da sore eye normal edema esan say enya nka wonto wo na da kope ada wo hia wa ho de dia ye bibi no na malaria no aba beto aso medofo ma wapom de ho ehia o ma wapom de ensomobo afe na wiye na ye kono ye se twedi amponso ma ya ho den na nanu masam so no de awura habamamu eno ntino se ye ni nua ba no na ye mfa na haba no ensa yare enua na ba no me ni umie sori anopa ye di bi pa na aka na haba ni se benom de ase ye ho yare ene se benom edura ye frɛ no TIME time herbal mixture we kan edudo na bia o kan ye haba ma no ene akeka bom ena ye de aye aduro no kane no so obon se ye frefo mu ba obon se ye pempan habama ye kogina dua bi ho ne ye twitwa bi ho ye tete bi ye tu bi ase ye de betaja so ye sedudo ye de bi bepunu obeso bi obesa ye de bi gu nso nkra ma odi dware na ahoɔden ɛwɔ hɔ ena mi no mie no se ye mpa bibiduro medofo ye wo bibiduro ene ye wo bibiduro enye danta ene danta ne de sikapuduo ɛbɔ ano enye bibiduro bia ne bibiduro bibiduro frike noga company limited aso ye ba ye no eno na ye bibiduro kroje nom na fetu malaria fever bia se free ni paduanim na wonum a ato no ena ho netimi edidi eye ene de mesanso de number no etudwa Mesro nipa biara say obefa ne phone no aboye number no na wafre ye no ne yen atwetwe enkomo number no ye 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 kayo se edino eye TIME me don't for se wutie me a wonu matoma wuntumi enidi enkasa me de me ndidi ye ena me ho ya memre ena me ntumi nidi menum eye menwuno wadwe ni padua no ho ni padua ahoɔden eye didie sa wo sɔre anopa bepem awia na woni di ya na woni padua no ayemre esan se onfa na hoɔden ema no mese woni pa biara wotie me se woni padua no de fa na kade ema no ene se ubedidi obi on mo se edu anadwo no nyina mensumi anna ni padua na kwa no ebre ye sɔre anopa de eti kɔbobom ye kɔpɛ de ebedie ebedru anwumre na wo se ye da no so a ena no emma ye pre kɔtɔ ha ne apre akɔtɔ ha ye ntumi enna eno na ade ebe no ya nyare so ye ntiapo ya pomudi ensisusu ye esanse ye ntumi anda nipadua no enya na homegie medofo pa manipadua no nya na home obi won mo ntimi na wose metena kema medane ade metwem wo ba bia meko obi so se ade ebechi a ne mani aye twan meti mani a ente e wo se medanso medofo wo hia edro friend no time herbal mixture sa wono ma ebeboa ama wo hormones no eniema pa bia e wo se ne nsaka na etimi produce enano edema no hormones no sabeka abra wanom edura ye friend of time herbal mixture me say ye drone eye habamo ebibidro kroje sa wonom bia ebeboa ama watimi adaye eye ni subre na etete wo me ma me ye gya ho adwuma ewi a eboy ene wonam mo esande wo bedie nti afa wo be ho no ma no ani so ebriwo obi ye gya ho adwuma obi na mawiamu malaria mo wani so na ebriwo a edro ba akopɛ na ebeboa edro ye friend of time herbal mixture ebesiesie omogya no ede ama wo so onipa bia omogya no oma ahoɔden ebemu ene sɛ obenum edupa na akosiesie omogya no eyi ya refi bia wo mogya nim afri mu sɛde be ya omogya no mu beda hɔ na atimi adi afurusane ewo nipadua no mu eyie wo ye oba wo nya menses wia no aye ho ya oto otwen dey abra time herbal mixture ewo hɔ metu oba bia fo sɛ ebeka na awotwe amo nya menses a ene die man ka to time herbal mixture enom sɛde be ya omogya no obenya menses kwan paso afa wonya menses awie no nom time herbal mixture na die a wo hwere wo ho no san so replace no ewo kwan paso obi won mo nya menses wia na ni so nyina atotom na ni ase atotom na ni ase ho ya ne redie no hwe na otim so wa ye ho ya esan se die free ne ho bai na edoso menu aba nom edupa na fasiesie ho abra wonya menses awie edro no eye time herbal mixture ma becha wo emre edro me so me de mre na edi me dwuma me bre no aso onya ya nka me obema mapemako na so me bre na so fa phone na boy number na frɛ ye edro yoko pharmacy shop chemical shop na herbal shop baby biara ne won ma yentu adro akwa wonya time herbal mixture so woko na e ka kyerɛ wo sɛ time edro no asa nemum edro foforo no ma ɛyɛ adwuma te sɛ time ani de ma mento e ma yɛmfa so kwa na ne wa kyenkyena to aso kɔ na obenya bi ato ya number no yɛ 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 Kayose Edino TIME yedo bibia so jibre no tie yen dasene yebesan so ahia
edamase time for na moti omunka ntia na nso no watobi na atimi aboawie pa ye to adwumade ni so edi amamo Bismarck owusu bempa yala na de eko na mamen kanfo sa adwumako we ma omenya niam bebre ba de na me kan niam mienu na de amawo na afi ayala to aso de amen ye from eye boafo pa na omudin no omonam ese etiefo nyamye nukre no mo ba ye omo boa papa na nyame adoma on the 3rd of August month ye ba eye race course ye ni Nhyira FM eye boafo pa ani Nhyira FM ye ba eye race course na race course na ye ba ni nyina on say ye ma menem ne papa no mo ye adwuma no obi okra ho machi ko no otikam no okwa adwuma so okotena dum on so obeba no na ese obi akra da onya brempo na ode ahwe eye onipadua na nkampese yade bi kra sie wa wo so no watimi ahwe na watimi atu asenti ne obetie so wonyare no awuo enso be possibility na ese yade akunu no enya asem kitokra enu nti na aboafo pa ni Nhyira FM ye ba eye race course na ye ba wo pressure ehye ho so usuga eye level yi ebikura on chekeda ye ba ni abechekini dina ya mo eye health advice ya sa cancel ama bibia no aye kama pa ya show ni padua ni ma memma bibia beboa na won so no kina yade bia ama meku eye frede enu number 1 number 2 ene say ne eyeyo eyade a eboni paka papa busua bebre eyeyo abomo kapa na ene boafo pa eye funeral eno so eye dwumadi a wa wutemi bia nso betimi edon ho akwakodon na bosumi bia no atento kakra so na ese wutu ato oni dina no dachi bia no sabia mu sabia kronto obi film ewo eye busuani ma wonso no wanya eye mfaso pi etimi edi afrunya mfaso se ukodi o na emum eno so timi aboa na akina wankopɛ eye besiane ade dina de tene se barrier cover for eye nipansia ewo busuani mdi dina oba enjoy sanso na eye maximum age no eye 85 years so for eye family members no the part minimum eye premium 16 eye Ghana cedis per month and a maximum no eye 30 cedis per month utua na esa wonso no bibia eye kama adiama mpachaw upenchire mu bi eche we a obetimi afeyima ewo 0244 54 0244 54 8645 enu eni iman number no Albert number 0541 180283 na munomo eni enkomo Bismarck Osu Bempa Ayala. Good morning.
Good morning.
Pastor, now what you saying?
Oh, nyame adom ho ye.
I'm so my film.
Mes ma fio mo pa.
Ayala ba.
Me ko ye kakra.
Yeah.
Na no man getting bi.
Sure.
E ka bra bo ne ho.
Wa nyele sa.
Yakoya aba.
Okay.
We are back. Many age say my better Champions League so.
Sure.
And you have from time no copa nti you have bo so I think say and the games they more straightforward. There are 1-2 be I was say yaman ko for appreciate and then we will be done. I decided to bring this picture of Ousmane Dembele or Kesse the Champions League trophy, when they won it against Inter Milan. Now my question and say player buying at this season Champions League, Obeko all the way to kiss it again. All kissing in narration moon say on say trophy now not just to win the trophy but to also win the Ballon d'Or any the individual awards in. So this is a very, very iconic picture. So we do fine and now dear. Now okay, see I didn't say the whole team say you are kissing it because this trophy is helping you to also win your individual awards. Match day 2 started. And the early kickoffs, 2 games. First one, they are Carats and the team of Real Madrid. Now, Uko Real Madrid for page 1. Almost see, almost premier, almost soccer city ho. Rich.
One for football.
This is the headquarters of Real Madrid. Rich.
And the NFO.
Pitch is there. Like I saw, opposite as an kind. Real Madrid father koja chini. Rich. Real Madrid's problem in here. And they say on the 20th of October, on the premiere a video of the place. Now Oshana was saying, yeah, no one could find a boy. I'm coming too much. Rich, from any game media, I think say Utie Federico Valverde, now Utie Xabi Alonso. I had just an opportunity to respond to Madrid derby. They are very, very disappointed. And said Madrid was how mood anymore. Cards were about the wrong time. They will beat you. Especially when you don't have the character to upset team this Real Madrid. No matter the changes Alonso by your own team, they will win. I take Real Madrid say on Meshaka for na bra on. Now Atalanta any club Brugge game a tricky kakra. Oh yes. Which say Enkaye young Piero Gasparini na owa. Anka Ebia, you respect him and say Atlanta able of or more edge be. But Rich, say no. Unless you don't watch the Belgium League, and I'll be underrated team for the club Brugge. They are very good side. Very, very good side. And go for you careful of your meeting here. Yes. Atlanta and Lucy the spark of playing attacking football. And Brugge for the Bible also playing very, very good football. Rich, this weekend, Yenya Kamadi Suleiman Shego. And it's our lineup here. He is in the squad. Oda Bebia Zapakota as a left wing back, or Danenimupe. He is working his way out to come back with Musa. A movie from AC Milan on the room and an airball a 150 very, very formidable. Anytime you are watching Brugge, you want to watch Van Aken. They'll show me 20 games, very, very good player. There is the 2 teams that ever share. Unfortunately, I don't see Umro the Ultra and they say they are okay. It is on it. Rich. I think this should be an over 1.5 game. Atalanta Brugge. It should give us an over 1.5 game. I will not stick my neck out and say they will win, because I have seen Club Brugge go to centers and show them say, hey, there you don't watch the Belgium league and
last season,
yes, they are very, very good side of it. They are very, 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 very good side. Very, 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 very good side. I watch them. Our ESPN, Belgium league, and whenever you watch their games, they are very, very good side. So an over 1.5 game in Atalanta Brugge, Wanda Metropolitano, which there is a warning to this game. They shouldn't give football fans anticlimax.
Okay. I shall remember the way.
Nti obian say, especially starting now at Let's Go and yet they bought players. Obia say they are going to challenge for the trophies. Yes, that is on Tunisia. Or struggles are. Then the first big game against Real Madrid, or say the 5-2. Now I'm going to say, hey, team, I hear and I say, yeah, which in Pempi, say, Usha team Cassia, not also what they revive it, season. The next game always, tricky, always, very, very tricky. Yes, let's go for no. Omushe ye, and I'm for anti-climax and back. Now, Rich, would the Atletico be at your own peril? Especially the Frankfurt for the day Galatasaray in match day 1. No, because first go to 5-1. And say against Karate be our say, oh, they will pick momentum with them. Be very, very careful about that game, no. But say Frankfurt me share 5 against Galatasaray there. Now they are going to the home of Julian Alvarez. Person will pick your form our Champions League media. Rich. Then me assure say when you go to the betting sites, they don't really give low odds on goals when it involves Atletico Madrid. So go for that. And over 1.5 B, over 2.5 B, because Frankfurt for Nebano, they are a German team. They are going to open up to play against a team that want to pick momentum in Atletico. Julian Alvarez, soul of money, Griezmann, more. Now say, Real Madrid, they are so excited and they want to play their next game and score goals. And see, Atletico Madrid against Frankfurt for no. Me, I will not place my bet on so we best say, but I will go for goals. I will start game. Chelsea Benfica. Rich, game now is because of one man. And this is the official match day graphic of Benfica for no. Look at what they are doing. Omode Otamendi at graphic neso in a suit and a wire call. As a Charlie, he call England. Then at the background, Enzo Maresca with Pedro Neto, who is a Portuguese. And I'm also always and say Charlie. Now Portugal for no omuya saying. Then Rich on the left hand side, Jose Mourinho Okuta magnifier glass and ocean. And when he shit me say, I want to see what my plan. There is always graphic here, which Ushe Echina Kopama injured, watching Neto and Maresca planning from the top. Because they will know on Bobby. This is the match day graphic of Benfica and Chelsea. The details are there. It is all because one man is coming back.
Jose Mourinho,
box office manager. And that's already impressed now. England for Nkwa were so happy to go and cover it because they know Jose will give them news. And when I was watching Sky Sports, Rich, almost all the front pages of the sports papers, just in an hour because they know he sells the papers for them. Rich, just as so a blue, but this time I was back as a red because of the Ejuma. Now, to make the Jose situation, how this time around, photographers of Moko press conference of Chelsea decided not to capture Enzo Maresca from his front, but Rich, from his side way to show the Jose Mourinho pictures. May I show say, share Enzo Maresca press conferences which Obian will want a picture from this side just to show Jose Mourinho on the wall. But a manner so for them to do that. I just hope, Sir Enzo Maresca, as Obia also then experience the brain, Jose Mourinho doesn't get into his head. Now Obey focus to do what is expected of him in the game. Now, Rich, they do say quiet or the press conference now OP, Rich, Omo my do Chelsea at Chapana. Not that time no as a manager no. Omo he asked now we were one of them Connolly Teresa Mami we saw no aduane our Chelsea and Joseph gave her a warm hug. Say you know hacho. Makwa Masaba you are still here. Now Rich, these things that Jose are doing no. From afar, so a typical Chelsea here. Probably Jose is even telling us Maresca say, I cry in the future. Minim hapa. Omo mo anu cry feeling me. Rich, I just hope he doesn't play on the pitch. I'm just hoping. So he doesn't play that on the pitch. Especially when Jose comes out of the tunnel and the Chelsea supporters gives him a round of applause. Oh, Jose Abba. And probably will not even do same for Enzo Maresca. Because now say 2 matches of Abba in our results in Koye. Rich, the Chelsea fans should be very, very conscious of that. Oman we are the beginning of the game. They will end up giving almost support to Jose, forgetting on your position coach. Normal your team number. And once the Benfica team draws that from their fans, and we are a KG starts, the next game attitude no echo. There are problems with Chelsea because of injury. And see, this is the best 11 you can come out of. Omo Chelsea for no injury, but they are share indeed. And minimum say problem is this guy, which I want to order attention because sure. Say, but they are still on time more games,
To a rusty kakra.
Or a rusty. And are you so confident as a defender? Especially when the ball is on the feet. One blocking or ordinate any. On you very good. Media me on ball. On the left to me pass it, a cool beheaded, but on the pass we took from her. Now you're 1v1 in a situation where all 10 and we use intelligence. He always come out not so good. After Taloba record, no, there is a different competition there. But we will be playing with doubts in himself. So I let the team down the last time. And this time around, there are some few issues Maresca must solve. But which look, this Benfica team in playing from Infinity anymore, Rich, they shouldn't pose a threat to be out to Chelsea.
Okay.
And she said about engine room now. Even though Kopama is not there, Rich, and they say Andrea Santos, so no Maresca say or situation be until on our last training. So on pa no Mosca said with Enzo Fernandez, Ejo Manima. These 3 midfielders, Rich, must be able to boss the game for Tiba, the friend Chelsea, and control the engine room for Chelsea to create. And then like I said, me, the Chelsea team, baby, my word, they were those wing forwards, And I said Garnacho probably will get his first starts with Pedro Neto. Not João Pedro LED the lines at the amateur City Rich. The only problem is Chelsea defense, especially the center halves, how they will deal with probably this. So much to me dealing with him in Quadia, then Chelsea should be very, very good. I don't see Chelsea losing this game. In all honesty, I don't see Chelsea said Omo able loses our game way. Look, one of my favorite teams last season, Bodo Glimt. They are playing the Champions League for the first time, and Omo go home against Tottenham. 2 teams that love to attack. I am expecting Thomas Frank in the Manchester to say they will go there and give a spectacular game. And see a goals galore. Bodo Glimt against Tottenham Hotspur. A game name for me. Liverpool Turkey. Sadio we akoso acho yem from mra bi mra se your sister team bi aba ye krom na omo bebo boa we find out hotel on beda rich we make noise now already Liverpool anticipate say you see guys stadium or hell and they are changing their minds to enter hell which that and they are so hell supporters also maunda
now Liverpool are designing now
which 2 a.m.
no more did
look at this video 2 a.m. firecrackers any day this are 2 a.m. but rich funny I had quite case my few
Liverpool look I'm for the day anyway
Matisse and go focus that is our full team no crack Koglu Yildiz Ike Gundogan Osimhen I fit Obebo in Fifi Romeo Lamela and Lucas Torreira top Abdul Karim any Davidson says single look they are good but Rich there are standards to this they are never better than Liverpool never no difficult game fine now look Osimhen now who are they know the ball no it's always looking for the ball in the air you don't do that against Van Dijk and Konate yen omunye defenders na ye dia ahode na ehya wo no they are strong Rich don't Liverpool kwa away there but I think say they will have it against Tima your friend Galatasaray Liverpool will not lose this game
okay
so at least a double chance for Tima your friend Liverpool ewo some match ni Marseille Ayas a double chance Marseille Ayas they don't look good cry this season so a double chance over 1.5 for Tima your friend Olympic Marseille and then you this stadium will be light by De Zerbi and then in Manchester and I think say they have a very very good team with we are money Aubameyang to do the job against this Ayas team. Me say them omo eyi ewo ho. Bayern Airco Parfus. Ma say omo pay homage say David Luiz is a legend of the game. Marriage Bayern in the group stages omo for no man Diagro. They will go and beat Parfus. I'm also able to debut in the Champions League ewo ho. Then I'm expecting Inter to beat Team FN Silver Power. You say number in the lineup no. Abante FN Marcos Thuram in the first 11 by a Bonnie and then the captain Lautaro Martinez ever strike. That is what all the Italian trusted sources know. Emma as a probable 11 with DiMarco down fries. Then in 51 year trainer. Very very good team. I think say at the end of the game, Inter should be able to beat Sima, your friend Salaman Praha, to reach. There is a wrap of all the games, you know. Okay. Already, I think it's a mature course, you know, that yes. So these are the 4 courses for Ene. You can take a screenshot. So it's here already. So let me run you through it very, very quickly. First one, BW154 FE61C. Second one BW15502 B6B. The third one BW15505B 84. And the last one BW15507 A76. Into 4 betway codes. Oko me handle our exa. Akosi _ Ayala na onsa ebeka uko Facebook Ayala Sports and a besmako usu bempa Ayala and so no ya course no egugu yemfa na yempeska in the very very straightforward games na yentimi MPB ND
yemrefi na yes here from the Black Stars of Ghana nyame ya adoma the 2 set of games I was here bo na video World Cup no ya wrapping it up ni I say yetimi qualify akobobi and I say yen konkonkobobi ezem say I say no na South Africa you know buy omu protest na ayi for yeti omo asem na hu na South Africa for baby ane ebi ase dua da so yes ane me yeti points Oh, South Africa. Toda sometimes.
For omo nima asem no. We big to be. South Africa for World Cup qualifiers no more bono. Omo game against Lesotho.
Yeah.
And a Mamelodi Sundowns a brand Mukwena. Omo ko bon game nim. Omo we an go for say Mukwena maboni say onye eligible to play. Ye ka so onye eligible and say sa game no or you suspended. And South Africa for no say a buffer how many so said you know they are always like that.
As a woman said a nimbo but
Rich, as someone call FIFA, and when the FIFA this sanction by, you 3 points. 6 game no. Omo lose 3 points na you no. And you had 3 points, 3 goals. Ama lose 2. And you saw Muntu I think 10,000 CFA franc.
Ama Benin for na be Gina.
Ama Benin abedo top 14 points. Though South Africa for 14, Nigeria 11. But goal difference in Benin for no about top. In after 2 games now, can Rich, I'm a good player. Imagine say if this was Ghana. And the guy for president go. And go beyond put team manager and get for president go rich.
Now that is Sankomoyana. Mobaka before I ever bought the last 2 and Zani di Bebu, you know. I did ever champion boy game at the Yakoya budget. Then amount for question the timing. I did a discussion and budget now. Minister said this time onion sabium. Yen budget was sending in obey and in term and Sakrana a drew tama and as a Daniel de Bobo A games no. Into a 2 set of games in the first game Yabako away. Yabobo Central African Republic and on the 8th. Edna Ebobosa game no. Yakobosa game we are on the 12th of October next month. Near back transfer to them Ababo Comoros now feed ye World Cup qualifiers no. Now some 2 games no and the minister say if any budget or the buy in na no matna so many if no o makika bibia bom no o se budget no nsam no te say na minister no magia tum ana omonji ntum na afi ye fan start ye nkomo no.
Request for fuel whatsoever in this presentation. We find no request for fuel whatsoever in this presentation. So the cost for the away game came to $733,000, but we convert it into cedis at the prevailing rate. Most of the expenditure there will be expended in cedis. For March the 10th, which is our final game against Common, what has been added here is that when you are hosting a game, you are responsible for the officiating officials. So their accommodation, their what they call indemnities, we have to, and looking for vehicles for them, and also vehicle for the visiting team. So that brought the total expenditure for our home game to $387,000. When you put this together, it comes to $1,120,000.
Okay, and the sports minister here Kofi Adams and I know share and central for no see 2 matches near Bobono. Said the enemy first match in the away. I will be mine so into ye sue $733,000 and now a Becacobo ASR game against Comoros so no ye sue a year $387,000. Now and Munana or chess or say F in the budget ne buy no. This time 4 and this annual money nano or man for Bibianchi. Sandia money nam yadia F no a film into the account once a minano a yadia 4 on this annual man and kahon into what the away game and the home game no which is the Comoros so can in Abuma Ghana ye issue a $1,120,000 and now a the remaining 2 matches now and also etimi akano. Na yewie na ye bisa minister said na eba no bonuses any per diem na also and to say bia ba na also yentie minister say ho no and say bi buy and answer ama.
The per diem for the players is still the same, the 150, and the officials the 200. Of course, training facilities that we use don't come free, as I told you the last time. So $1,000 is estimated for that expenditure. The bonus that we paid for players remains same as we have agreed and as the FA itself have agreed with the playing body. The bonus to the head coach remains same. There assistant coaches will remain same. The physiotherapists, doctors, and the analysts and all that remain same. The case officers, the masseur, the media, and all others remain same. And as I mentioned earlier, the incidental or impress stroke medicals has dropped to 10,000 instead of the 60,000.
Okay, and the minister and come on the two and central for the minute or say per diem any bonus no. And so sign enti said the ball the last two no said the end per diem some games in born the last two the bebo we know players no at $150 oh sorry bia ani per diem it you the man technical team no at $200 oko bonus are $5,000 to the players, $10,000 to the head coach, and $5,000 to the assistant coaches no na the other technical omo team no doctors name as well as uncle for na no almost the no ejina the same $4,000 inti minister said this time round on per time in time as in bia ya nintem senebia ochina bi obi nkoka say den na ade beche amia game ya bo game na afina minister ode budget on sensem enso ede eba yala minister sem fam said the kind no minister tie I said this time yes I'm mistaken be
Rich, you see people are well vested in popular opinions. And see, when it turns out, say, the any popular opinion, no, yes, senior lessons every month, nobody give credit. So, what's your minister now? Rich, those are muti the chopping block, so say. Omobe raise issue with timing. So obedi na temumpa or GD in his conviction said the all cano penny experience, and I'm talking about business sani dia penny experience no or GD said the all cano e no cre say if practically one run a blasters ne da e di atema go for din nyina. Rich, today the minister has learnt the lessons and he says I will do this early meboa. And that is how revolutions happen. The Biame careful was how they way home. Say the fact that you may have a point to be a ujinaso. Not any popular on the streets doesn't mean say you should shy away from it. Eventually, if it is true, they are all kana, it will bear fruit. Rich, I love the culture of the way we are running the blasters now.
Be transparent.
Come on. And what you minister now, so he's becoming consistent with it. Sunday first now you don't pick and choose when, but be consistent. But Rich, the bigger picture, they say, as we are going along the journey to change the culture, no mistakes are near correct. One of them, and they say, Rich Sawasha, now the minister doesn't come and say, I itemize every the way by and I'm Tisubawe and I'm the way by and I'm Tisubawe. Say, Utie, in the press conference and runner. In a summary, he says, so, as I said, we are getting aligned with the embassy and the embassy who are getting him, and a simple a process at their mind. And me to do what we have agreed.
It's finito.
What is it? Say, Rich, say ye can't say more radio so. And a topic a this ye can. People don't even know the minister already budgeting book for there's no controversy. Even when people want to find faults, now they can't find it. That is the way we run. That is leadership. And for those who raise issues about, say, processing is good, but a no man be, let's try and yen straighten and kakana kamano. Rich, time will only vindicate to those people. Time will only vindicate those people. Yeah, come Morocco for the Central African Republic game and come and finish it off in Ghana. Rich, Ghana is going to qualify over Morocco. Ghana will beat Central African Republic. and you show mathematically that should be it. And it is going to be a party.
Accra Sports
Stadium against Comoros. A party game. And Makasa the way that say Ghana will beat Central African Republic and get the job done with that game. But Siabobo Comoros, because at that time, you qualify, those who want to see beautiful football, catch any sometimes over elaboration, they will sit in that game.
It's all kinds of fantasy as well.
They will see it in that
game. Because before I got to cover both first leg, also game no is on baby on Nigeria and Ghana. And Pibem. This time, what's the episode of Yedmanu Comoros? Sorry, Central African Republic.
Morocco. Yeah.
Not Comoros game, Nidia, just academic.
Kotoko. Kotoko starts
sure.
Before the first leg. And I was sending or sending message. Me who game me saying. Me who. And I'm saying so. Ghana had the me who ye. What my instinct are telling me, the away game, we will qualify from there. I said, And then me boost so okay, when I am management member, a back Ghana had game now. Do you think my bia ebema kotoko enya an advantage e dey second because say enya side any there the second leg how na kotoko kwa adwuma so okay say sana maka there then they will do whatever it takes to make sure kotoko best start here your ball first leg we 4-3 and obe message me say it's 4-3 okay and I'm saying it is more than okay omubo game ni we make and I'm catch and say the moment a referee be pon Nigerian, I will be the first name everybody team and he will test me rich. Kotoko pon game na.
You are the first person.
First person. And I say, I'm bringing you your stone. I'm saying, the catcher says, I need to see. Rich, I'll tell you why I say.
Now, I'm saying somebody at come for the at the way. As a no one minister so.
Is the right thing.
This is the right thing.
Common sense prevails.
Sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, media minister any BBA. At the end of the day, the Akenina say we'll get to the point that GFA will take itemized budget, like we said. It was one of the things they proposed.
And
this time, they just itemized. Say you been here, we been here. We don't send this account.
We should get to the because we should get to a point where.
GF
phone will only present flights in and out to Morocco. You better hotel. Yes, you better hotel. You better here 2 vans. You better here 1 bus. You better here
arrangements. But say you 2 kind flights.
Who said this time around? The budget they present, only the cost and share him.
Sure.
Or maybe I have estimated cost until one then who the actual cost that you pay.
And I mean, say. Sa arrangement in it.
You know how much.
F in a
so the
they ask kind to kind.
No, Rich. Say about the practical spending. The ministry does all of them.
I think they are like
no,
the Nipo Behu the even estimated cost. The FA
should be the FA.
It's you. But I'm saying practically, you know. For instance, Sieko Morocco. Sieko that Lancaster or Morocco. Now say every furnace you pay this standard of hotel. Ministry see you betting here. The ministry
will make the payment.
And a hotel Eko say you pay a hotel room for area 35 contingents.
Okay.
And that cost a sign. Now hotel for now then they pay and they take the invoice.
Okay.
But it means that still
even traveling
still it means that they say FA phone a bank or mokakra in that even if they send the itemized budget in Kwana, it's at least FA unipa bakwa. On the ministry be movie say be a see a page be at this size. You can any picture with it.
Yes.
But
the payments and the negotiations on all of it comes from the ministry.
Sure.
And see what we are proposing is then give them just the items. You pay tomatoes. You pay way.
But
you see, he went on then to say, every phone I catch and say, I wait him in the bar, or Mukas or Metinum. officiating for no.
It's another ministry no more.
Na say card you for away so all for phone in machine.
No be esua de.
Especially GFA so musua de because they be a oba be you can say boachi they be a one ebo dey nice. See once they learn from it enya be okay. Now Black Stars no bomb so they assume fire
as man come back Kenny. We need peace around the team. No control.
Because budget buy o comedian so. Unti so bi ka say na komfo na hwan
peace. Ya to ni. Yes say ni ebetutia. Na ye kwan.
Because ye tu kwan ye say ye kwa. Ye be di 1 cedi. Minister Ghana for person yet say ye ko and ye ko di sign simple and you di way by and I say there be ye way free me twa no a day issue because already Black Stars
I'm sure that the very first time on why and you realize that you went a little bit overboard and
this time we are okono simple you be the way you be say you be
simple on 1% Black Stars no cry cause cry more
because I got too much
political helps them exactly
you want to qualify
imagine you qualify for the World Cup I mean achievement can say the sitting president
of course.
And then the party 90.
I mean, you pushy tourism in Ghana.
Sure.
What's better tourism?
So you qualify eco US.
Selling the country.
You qualify Canada. Now you come Mexico.
Ma unko bio.
Maybe unko bio.
More trying to Gina Chelsea forces.
Eti one country Donald Trump. So boom boy, you ban group.
Say yes, I don't
know. Yes, so my beam.
About 5 years later.
I'm saying FIFA for next year no mukasa. Yes, so Mexico dey e po mo chow. Bro, African countries now come form on call.
OGI 3 countries now. To OGI now unko Mexico dey fine.
Yeah.
But me pe Mexico.
Specifically ye pe Canada US.
But me pen 3 years no bit ma ko Mexico. Say Latina.
Okay, ti ufri ha na kwa.
Say me ko Latina for.
Say Obia so obeso ko World Cup. World Cup time no.
100
sports one be ofia. And I zoom na.
O do me nye zoom. Ogu mienye zoom mo fry hala wa ha maybe I mean wo New York mo fre tie fon beti ase mami che koku nyame che wo so me decoration koku nyame che fashion no eni agrogra koku good morning all right you fentwe homra na yentu adwadi no so mfa mami sha 104.5 minim say aba qualify Ghana ni bia monya mo passport ready because e den ya World Cup we there Ghana e be kwa ko bobi e ba sisi a
be ma
eligible to play you can so eligible and say sa game no or you suspended and South Africa for no say a buffer how many so said you know they are always like that
as almost said a nimbo but claim so many
rich as I'm no call FIFA and when FIFA the sanction by ya chi omo 3 points sa game no omo lose 3 points na iwom no enti ya the 3 points 3 goals ama Lesotho and ya so omo ntua I think 10,000 CFA franc
ama Benin for na be gina
ama Benin abedo omo top 14 points those South Africa for no 14 Nigeria ewo 11 but goal difference in Benin for no about top in after 2 games na kano rich ama group na imagine say if this was Ghana and the guy for president go and go beyond put team manager and get for president go who rich
now that is san komoyana mobeka before I ever bought the last 2 and san e dibebo we no ade be chami abo game and yakoye budget then amount for question the timing and the discussing budget no minister said this time onye nsabium yen budget we say nyina no obeye enintam ansa kra na edu tama and as a Daniel de bebo 8 games no enti a 2 set of games in your first game you be kwa away you bobo Central African Republic and on the 8th and a bobo sa game no you ko boss game ni we are on the 12th of October next month near back transfer stadium ababo Comoros na afide ye we World Cup qualifiers no na sa 2 games no and the minister say if any budget or the buy ni na no matena so many efe no omakika bibia bom no ose budget no nsem no tesen na ministry no magye atum ana omonji ntum na afi yem fan start yen komo no
request for fuel whatsoever in this present. We find no request for fuel whatsoever in this presentation. So the cost for the away game came to $733,000, but we convert it into cedis at the prevailing rate. Most of the expenditure there will be expended in cedis. For March the 10th, which is our final game against Common, what has been added here is that when you are hosting a game, you are responsible for the officiating officials. So their accommodation, their what they call indemnities, we have to, and looking for vehicles for them, and also vehicle for the visiting team. So that brought the total expenditure for our home game to $387,000. When you put this together, it comes to $1,120,000.
Okay, and sports minister Nhyira Kofi Adams and I know share and central for no see 2 matches near Bobono. Said the Indian first match in the away. I will be mine so into Yebeyu $733,000 and now a Bequacobo ASR game against Comoros so no Yebeyu $387,000. Now and Munana or chess or say F in the budget nearby no. This time 4 and this money nano or man for Bibianchim. Sanya money nam yadia Fno a film into the account once a minano a yadia 4 on this animano and cajon into what the away game and the home game no which is the Comoros or Kanina Ghana Yesu a $1,120,000 and not a ball at the remaining 2 matches now and also etimi akano. Na yewie na yebisa minister said na eba no bonuses any per dem na also enti say bia ba na also yentie minister say e ho no enti say bi buy and answer ama.
The per diem for the players is still the same, the 150, and the officials the 200. Of course, training facilities that we use.
This season I dream no. The be am catch your boys in say Charlie. Entwa bet no abra wunya mfa so bia free betting company no business anu mo
ye pa
nti obu ha wotwa be ondi
da bia wunya na so ndo da bia no afa
sika da bia na betting company na na nyeska betway die omo se da bi omo value omo customers any omo ba on board fofo nyina enu nti eno mo de betway reward aba ye kan reward e betway e kan ofa so o ka das or dawasi enu nti enche and on the bet influencer buy say who show bet in you who do code near that unique bet no so no share na for code ni ntwa ubenye sika e de afiri mu eno e can bet we a chede omde ma no na say card no say dia bar card edu twam bet we say who de come platform no so who show sports bet na utwa casino bet no eno utwa na u pe sika di no na bet we eni so unti no more points enti mo na utwa bet ho no no more points no me dey ma no utimi convert it to sika na wayi ana wo de twa bet ana wo de aye de be bia tem bia o pe bia enti me say some ko bet to happen so a me sha me points na kosro eno na eno me twa bet me sha na say o ene de ma me convert emu bi na me fa twa bet na me convert because sika ene be da me dashboard no so ene me twa me bet sa de we bet we nko a ene ma o sa de nti adenti ana akoso awo ba bia utwa bet a wunya mfa so bia mfi so bra bet we na utwa na wanya points na wa convert points no into sika na wayi anasa wo de twa bet free na wanya achede eno na friend betway reward no only 18 years a Michelle na watchon ho e de free advert we ho se ukọ betway platform no so a se de bia ye tufo no eya no beti e wo nyansem e de ama betway almost get way more.
Ihe birthday na ya sorry akofa dum kase no de abremo ene e Kezia Eloy Kakari Mensa Auko School our Golden Angels School and that when ya 10 years oh mama and oh papa Mrs. Kakari Mensa say ya show happy birthday nyami show pa Kezia nyami show na onya o kase nyini ne be panimpa so awde mu nhyɛ bia nyankopɔn emfa bi emfa enom na ɛna wanya 10 years yi nyankopɔn kɔsoa na onya okese ɔmanhuna de na school akɔ no bibia enye kama enso emfa emawo Kezia Eloise Kakayu Mensa akɔ school awo a Golden Angel School nyankopɔn inshallah happy birthday etiefo emfa munsia na enkofa adom kase no emfa emremo ene na ye sorry na no na ye wi adom kase no na ohima bene wan so de timne tenase na edi obra ato adwumadi no etimi edi abra nti koso na mafide ni na ene obra show no enya asem kito akra adom kase eto aso nyame adom a ye besan enemo ahia yakra mu nyina